It's time to go!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Claude and the Bansters for this live watch-along of the Germany Bundesliga game of Union Berlin versus Bayern Munich. Welcome to everyone in the chat. Hope you're well. We've got Claude with us. Claude, how you doing, mate?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I see you was up very late this morning.
Yes, very late. It was a late one for me last night. Great watching on though. Really good fun. We had Stan the Man, Glenn, and Flo from Down Under. It was a good laugh. It was like being down a pub with four blokes. It was really good.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. Great. It looks like you must have got in bed about 5:30 this morning.
Yeah, I think
I did try and get on, but the thing is, what happened? I tried to get on with my phone because I was lying in bed. I couldn't be getting up. But I tried to get on, but it was it now shows that with the phone, when guests come on, it's not gonna work.
Yeah,
you can only hear. I could only hear Glenn, and I couldn't hear anyone else. But anyway, enough of that. So Bayern Munich, we're going to be as the teams come out. Terry, the teams.
Yeah, let's get the teams up. Let's remove that. Let's get the teams up. We also will be going live on our other platform, OpMic, at 1:45. So if you would like to, I will explain that in a second. Let's get the team up first. Here we go. Here's the teams we have got for Bayern Munich. This is going to be fun again. Me trying to pronounce these names. Claude, would you like to do it, or do you want me to do it?
You do it. You're very good on names. I'm awful.
Right. So for Union Berlin, we've got Jakajewski. I have not got a clue how you say that. I'm so sorry if I get these names wrong.
Great keeper.
He's a great keeper. We should try and invest in him this coming season. We've got Abner, Charlottebeck, Subotic, Trimmel.
Do well on Scrabble.
Andrich, Promel, Lenz, Ingfags, Swen, Ujar, and Butler for Union Berlin. They're all fantastic players. We should look at.
I hate you, Butler.
And obviously for Bayern Munich, we've got Neuer in goal, Pavard, Botan, Alaba, and Davis, with Kimmich, Thiago, Muller. Is that Goretzka? Garnaby's on the Gnabry, yeah, and Lewandowski.
Well, that's a strong lineup, isn't it? You know what? What a strong team they are, Bayern Munich. They have absolutely the two of our top four from last season. They've absolutely murdered in the Champions League, haven't they? So it'll be interesting to see how they've recovered from the 8-week break. But I can only see a comfortable win here for Bayern Munich.
I can't see nothing better. Big. I think they might even eclipse the 4-0 from Dortmund yesterday, Claude. I'm going to go for at least.
It might be a bit more difficult because of match fitness and everything like that. But I think they'll still win comfortably. But whether they'll really go into town is another thing. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see.
Yeah, we will be having Kenny Ken joining us just before kickoff. The great Kenny will be with us just before kickoff. Like I said, we will be going live on our other platform on OpMic at 4:45 when it goes live on OpMic. If you don't know what OpMic is yet, or you haven't downloaded it, please go over to the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Download the app OpMic and use our code to sign up. It's all free to sign up. It doesn't cost any money. Use our code CBS301, and then what you can do is once you've signed up, that will get you onto our page on OpMic. You will then be able to sync your OpMic app to your TV, and you will be able to listen to our commentary instead of probably Michael Owen or Steve McManaman on BT Sport today.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to this game. Watching, just they're having a little chat with Jens Lehmann, and yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be exciting to watch. I don't know what everyone any predictions in the chat. Anyone who will be in the chat? Let's have your predictions.
Yeah, let us know your predictions. Let us know what you think is going to happen. How the game's going to go. How do you think it's going to be today after watching yesterday's with no crowd? Like I said, I think it'll be a comfortable win today for Bayern Munich. I'm going to go for 5-0, Claude. I don't know about yourself, mate. Melina is saying,
can you send?
Yeah, I've done it.
Who to? Who is going? Who
Glenn,
did you mean?
Glenn.
Yeah. Just put a message up to me. All right.
Apparently, I can't see where you put it, Melina, but Ash agrees with you, Melina. 3-1 win to Bayern. We've got 3-1. Simon says 2-0. Hello, Simon Hill. I haven't seen you in the chat before. Welcome to our show, mate. CG, how you doing, mate? He says 4-1 to Bayern. Hope you're good, Sammy. He says 5-1. We've got Chadwick. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Thank you for your contribution again. He said, Claude, ever want to chat with Emery, talk Arsenal?
What do you mean by that? Sorry. What do you mean by that, Chadwick?
Claude, ever want to chat with Emery? Would you like to talk to Emery about Arsenal? I would imagine that means, mate.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to Emery, but I could speak to him in Italian because he probably can understand me better if I talk to him in Italian.
Oh, look, we've got a special appearance just before the game here. Here he comes, and it's Glenn. Glenn, how you doing, mate? All the way from New York.
Hi. Oh, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, mate. Can you hear that?
Jesus, I don't even need headphones because I left my headphones in here. All right, Claude, can you see what I sent you?
Yeah. Don't worry, Ken. Don't worry. All right, it's all right.
Okay. Do you want the sound on, or do you want the sound?
No sound.
Okay, guys, I might join you in a little bit. It's just I'm helping Claude out, and it's a whole. I got duct tape holding something up, and so bear with me, okay? I might join the chat in a little while though. Once I get Claude sorted out.
Excellent. It's perfect as it is, Glenn.
Okay.
It's perfect as it is.
Hopefully, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay.
Thanks, Glenn.
Okay,
see you in a minute, mate. Hopefully.
All
right. Sammy Dodgers put 4-1 Bayern, Lewandowski and hat-trick. That's a great shot. Alex Wildens put Munich 5-0, lads. Hi, Claude and Terry. I've gone for 5-0, Alex. Gooner Gamer, how you doing, mate? He was another one that was up late last night with us, same as Melina. Hello, back in the ass. Hope you're good, mate. Man like Glenn, big up from Sammy. Simon Hill, legend Glenn. Chadwick, laugh out loud. Yes, I thought Claude would like to sit down with Emery and chat Arsenal.
Yeah, I will. I'll chat with him if you want. Can you actually make that happen? Oh, I'd love to sit down and chat with Emery. You can make that happen. I have a few words to say to him, my friend, to tell you.
Right, just to let everyone know, we are now live over on OpMic. So if you haven't yet downloaded the OpMic app, like I just said, go download it from Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Download OpMic. Use our code to sign up, CBS 301. It's totally free. You don't have to pay anything. And then you'll be able to sync your phone up with your TV and you can listen to our commentary instead of boring old Michael Owen or Steve McManaman and Paul Dempsey. All you do is once you sign up with the code, you go onto our live stream, you turn your TV up and then you press the sync button and then it will sync with your TV. And if you're in front, you'll be able to, it will come up on your phone. It will say pause. and then it will pause the game for you, and it will sync up with us. So you don't have to be in front of us. You can get it live as we're live. And if you can, please, everyone, hit the like button on both YouTube and on Mic, and hit the share button. That will help us out brilliantly, and that will help our channel grow. So we really encourage you to please just hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds, and that will help us out. Mally Mo, we got in the chat. He said, Claude, Unai Emery was right for Ozil's comments. He's the only one with balls to drop in. He's been terrible and lazy, and all the fans, Emery was wrong. All the fans thought Emery was wrong. Simon?
I don't know. I think there's go again with that. What was he thinking? Sorry.
He said, Claude, Unai Emery was right for Ozil comments. He's the only one with balls to drop him. He's been terrible and lazy, and all the fans thought Emery was wrong.
Yeah, he was right about Ozil, but then he brought him back for the final, didn't he? So, and look what happened in the final. Where I don't think he was good enough. He couldn't control the dressing room. If you can't control the dressing room, it's like if a teacher can't control her classroom, she's not capable of closing. She shouldn't be teaching. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. There you go.
Diesel's in the house over or not, Mike. He says, big up the lads. Hope both are well, and much love to everyone in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thank you, Diesel, for doing that, mate. Hope you're well. Mikhail, he put, what did you think of the UFC last night? I thought the last fight, mate, was absolutely fantastic. A really good brawl. Unbelievable finish. And I'm just a little bit awake now at the moment after that, to be honest. Miss Molina's put favourite Bayern player, Claude.
Hi. Favourite Bayern player? Well, I love Gnabry. I love Serge Gnabry, and I do like Lewandowski. And
yeah,
they've got so many great players. Thiago, Muller. They've got so many top players in there. Of course, the goalkeepers are great. Boateng at the back. All top players, mate. All top players. Very good side. And if the Champions League continues, they will be very difficult to stop.
Yeah. Now, same for me, Molina. Lewandowski is fantastic. He really is a player, but I'm so gutted that we let Gnabry go. I am so gutted we let him go and he's still not with us. Mally Mo's put, Claude, with the fans not being there, we can finally hear who's the leader at the club and who doesn't want to listen to the captain's orders.
Yeah, true.
How you doing, Gaming TV?
Yeah. Gaming TV.
We've got a few people over.
Have you got a table up there? The league table there at all?
I'll get it up in 2 seconds, mate. If you just bear with me a second. Here we go. Football tables. There we go. Right. Here's the table, mate. Here it is, Claude. You got Bayern Munich in top on 55 points. Yeah, so they can go 4 points clear if they win today, which I think they will. Let's see where.
Yeah, but they would have played a game more. So at the moment they're 1 point, but they've played the same amount of games. So, but
no, they're a game behind.
Yeah. So
they're a game behind Bayern.
Sorry,
they're a game behind Bayern. So when they play today, they will be on the same.
They play 25 at the moment, like Dortmund and the rest of them. But
no, Dortmund have played 26.
No, my eyes are gone, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. If Bayern Munich win today, they'd be 4 points clear of Dortmund on the same games.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Union Berlin are in 12th. Their form guide, they're in the last 6 games. They've lost one, drawn and lost. Not that it makes a difference at the moment because obviously we've had a big layoff, haven't we? A big long layoff. We've got a super chat here from Chadwick. He said, could you imagine a round table with Claude, Emery, Tony Adams, the Queen, and Roberto Baggio? Imagine a conversation in that group. So what would you start off with that group, Claude?
What two greats in that group? A lovely lady and then there's Dick Emery. I mean, yeah, it'd be great, you know. Yeah, it'd be a good conversation. But I don't think the Queen knows that much about football. Although she attends the games, I don't think she used to. I don't think she does anymore. But she's not really a big football fan, apparently. Although I've seen her in Arsenal colours, but I think that was just someone making up.
Gooner Gamer has put Terry UFC was mint last night, wasn't it, mate? Did you manage to get up all right this morning? How are you feeling? I'm a little bit. I am lagging a bit. I must admit. I've had about 4 or 5 hours sleep. But no, it was great to have the UFC back again last night. And that last fight was absolutely brilliant. If anyone ain't seen it, go and give it a watch and watch the knockout. An absolutely great roundhouse kick followed by a left hook right on the chin, and he just put him on the floor, and he just hit him while he was on the floor about 30 times in the face, and then the referee stopped it. So if you haven't seen it, go and give it a watch. Fantastic. And thanks for joining us, Gooner Gamer. Really appreciate that, mate. Gio's back. How you doing, Gio? You guys are legends to be on again. Thanks, mate. He was in the chat earlier this morning and all. Really appreciate you coming back over to us, mate. Yeah, so anyone who hasn't downloaded OpMic, our mission today is to reach 100 followers on OpMic, where I think we was about 28 followers away from reaching that 100. So I'm going to ban on about it today, unfortunately, and hopefully we're going to get up there to 100 followers. So anyone that hasn't got it, please go and download it, like I said, and you'll be able to hook. You'll be able to hook your app on to your TV, and you'll be able to listen to our commentary. So it's well worth going to download it. But please, everyone, when you do, everyone like and share on both platforms. Miss Melina, the flag, click the Bayern link, and then you can watch it from your phone or laptop. Thanks, Miss Melina. And everyone, if you go on YouTube, go and follow Melina's channel too. She's got a good channel out. She's fantastic on the piano. She does a few songs on there. Go and give her a check out and follow her and all, please. Is OpMic available in the States? Gio, I think it is. It's on the Apple Play Store or on Google Play Store. If you just download it from one of them stores, mate, download it, put our code in, CBS 301, and then you'll be following us straight away. You'll be able to go on our live stream, which will be obviously the football one. And then if you turn your TV up or your laptop up, whatever you're watching the football on, our stream on, you'll be able to sync it with your TV or your computer, and you'll be able to listen to our commentary, mate. Gooner Gamers put more than welcome anytime. I like to show my support. Thanks for having me. Thank you for coming. Like I said, we really do appreciate everyone that keeps coming over and following us and keeps coming back. Miss Melina, there is no link. When I press it, does nothing. What are you on the flag? And then what you're trying to do? If you're going on as, click on OpMic. Right.
Terry, I've got to come out a minute because there's a lot of it. Can I just come out and I'll be back with you, yeah?
Yeah, no problem, mate. If you go on OpMic, and then go and find the Union Berlin versus Bayern Munich game, You'll see us on there when you click on it. You click on the link like that, and you go down the list and you see our name, which is there, Claude and the Bansters. Click on that, and then that'll get you on the on our game. But don't forget to put our code in first. Terry is trying to figure out how to link to watch the stream. Yeah, if you're watching it on the TV, the flag and the ant, like I said, turn your TV up and then press the sync button. If anyone knows about, we've got Glenn back. How you doing, Glenn?
Hey, I'm on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Where's Claude?
Claude's just gone in, popped out and coming back in again because he was having a bit of interference.
Okay. Yeah, I hooked something up for Claude. I want to stick around for a little while. I don't know where do you get the energy? We were up for like 6 hours last night watching those fight.
I know, tell me about it. I am lagging a bit, I must admit. I've had about 4 or 5 hours, Glenn. But to be fair, we've got a few people back in the chat and all with us. We've got Melina that was with us last night. We've got Gooner Gamer. We've got Gio. Who else we got?
Is there a link? Is there a link for Melina? I want to see some. She's a musician, right? She's the one that plays a piano. Is that it?
Yeah, she plays a piano. If you go on YouTube afterwards and put I think it's Miss Melina, isn't it? Melina, no, put it in the comments your channel for YouTube, Melina, and I'll put it up on the screen. And then if you go over, everyone go and subscribe to her because she does a really good job for us. And
Melina, do you play the Godfather theme on the piano? I would love to hear that.
You need to. She needs to do something like the Addams Family for your wife's phone call.
Ooh, this is the last thing I thought I'd be doing this morning. Oh, it's almost noon. Oh, it's 5 o'clock there. Yeah, I just want to. I want to hang out for a little while, make sure that Claude, the thing I did with Claude, is working, and
Gooner Gamer, Glenn, that's my fault exactly. Man's a legend. We were up all night and he's back. Man's a legend. Well, I don't know about a legend, but thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it. Melina is also a really good artist too.
Oh wow, multi-talented.
Melina, well, we've got a challenge for you. If you're a really good artist, can you draw us? in a funny way, whatever you want to do. Draw me, Claude, Diesel, Glenn, whoever you'd like to, and we'll get them up on the screen. If you can do that.
Draw me first, it'll be easy. Just draw a giant ass.
Oh God.
So what do you got? It's Claude, you, anybody? Oh, did you say Kenny?
It's me. Yeah, Kenny's coming. Kenny should be on any minute now. Sammy said, Terry, there's a rumor that Tyson Fury versus Wilder 3 is in the summer. What do you think? For me, Sammy, I said it last night. We spoke a bit about this last night, and that is, I don't want to see it, mate. I don't want to see it. We've had 2 fights already with Fury and Wilder. Fury won the first fight hands down, even though he got knocked down on his arse, to be honest. But he got up like the Undertaker, to be fair. No one thought he was going to do that. Oh, Wilder was doing his little shimmy. You see that, didn't you, Glenn? You must have seen the shimmy that he does.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
He's done his little shimmy, and then all of a sudden he turns around, and the fear in his face and his eyes when he sees Fury getting up was unbelievable. And that's what made my decision made in the second fight. I said that Fury to Kenny Ken when I was doing it live when I was out there. Because I was out there, I watched the fight live in the stadium, and I've done a live stream. So if that's on Claude's channel, if anyone ain't seen it and you want to go back and have a little look at that. Yeah, so and I said that he was going to knock him out. I just thought, look, for me, Glenn, you know what I mean? If you're a boxer, and just to let everyone know, we've just kicked off in the game now. But for me, if you give someone the hardest punch that you've got in your body and you've put him down on the floor and you think it's all over, and then you turn around and you see him get up, that's got to put fear into you, isn't it, Glenn? Surely.
Absolutely. You kidding me? Claude, the thing that we're doing, is it working for you? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm just kicked off. Just kicked off at the moment.
But everything cool with what we're working on?
Yeah, everything is cool at the moment. Everything is cool.
Okay, cool.
This is everyone. This is Melina's link for a YouTube channel. So once you've got a minute, please all go over and give her a follow, please, because she's really good. And she is gonna draw us, Glenn. Thank you a lot, guys, for your support. And Terry, I will do a sketch of you guys. That would be really cool. Brilliant. And we'll put it up on the screen, Melina. Thank you very much for that. And here's the other legend. It's Kenny Ken. How you doing, Kenny?
I'm all good, mate. Just started the game. Started in 1 minute, 22 seconds. You know, I've got the BT Sport coverage. The atmosphere is fantastic, by the way.
You're 7 seconds ahead. You're 7 seconds ahead of me in the game. It's not that bad.
I mean? Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Give us your predictions, Ken.
I'm looking at the Bayern lineup, and I just think this is going to be we're talking 5-1 Bayern.
Yeah, well, I went 5-0. What was your score be, Glenn?
I'm going to go 4-1.
Lewandowski's gone for a shot. He's gone. Oh, I nearly locked the keeper there.
Yeah, he's got that.
He's gone for a corner.
Oh, it's so odd with you guys. You're like 10 seconds ahead of me. There it is. Now I see what you were talking about.
Don't start, Glenn. Don't start after last night.
It's taking a deflection, that one.
Kenny and Claude, last
early
night.
Chance of Bayern Munich. Early chance.
It's taking a deflection.
over the bar.
Last night we're doing the Watchalong fight, and Terry is 30 seconds ahead of us, and he's like, "Oh my God, he's down!" And we're like, "What? Who's down? What's going on?"
Good thing about yesterday when I was watching.
We've got a super chat here from Gio's put Fury killed Wilder. Wilder wants to go back in the ring. He beats Wilder like he stole something. Exactly, Gio. Chadwick's put Kenny Ken, my favourite German player.
Like
Can it be past or present? Because I know my answer right away. Beckenbauer.
Oh, Beckenbauer.
Well,
I know. Showing my age.
I don't know. I think Luther Matthias was really good too, to be honest. Just let everyone know that if you've joined us late, don't forget to all go over and download OpMic.
The sun on this pitch is it's really hard to see anything because of the sun reflection on the pitch at the moment.
All right. No.
What's happened? Is Kenny all right?
You all right, Ken? Kenny's left us, unfortunately, in a minute.
This is what happens when you use your phone.
It depends if you believe it or not. Sammy's put. Well, Bayern's started well in the first 5 minutes here. It's lovely sunshine out in Germany like it is in England today. Again,
what do you guys think of what Germany's doing with the five substitutions temporarily? Do you like it, hate it, indifferent? What do you think?
Bayern in again.
Oh, cross comes over.
It's just good defending. But it's offside.
Yeah, offside there. It was unlucky.
It was unlucky.
So, Claude, is your views changed about fans in stadium?
Not changed at all, Kenny. I watched it yesterday. I don't like it, mate. I don't like it at all, mate. And look, you've got to understand. I think fans make football what it is. Without fans there, it's just not the same. And TV will find it very difficult to sell without fans as well.
I think what's happening
very
is,
difficult to sell.
I think with the coronavirus situation, I think it's all about just getting it over and done with, especially like finishing seasons. Like every league is restarting it for money reasons. The Germans are doing it for money; they've admitted it. So does the Premiership, and I think other leagues are going to be doing it. I mean, the French and the Dutch. I think the French one was one where I think that they've done it before like I said, their cases went down. I think the Dutch, they had no choice. I think the mayors of Utrecht, Rotterdam,
Berlin, didn't you? What a shot! Unlucky.
Shot.
He's put it wide. Sorry, Ken.
All the major cities in Holland, they couldn't get saved. All the mayors of the major cities refused to have football in.
Great chance there, isn't it?
In their
great
cities.
Chance for Berlin there.
Yeah.
Great
chance. Can I just say something? Can I just say something?
I mean, it's games like this. Is that if you're when you have got the big clubs on the back foot, you need to take your chances because when they settle in, they could take the game away from you.
All right, Terry, forgive me because I'm going to repeat something I said to you last night. Kenny and Claude, these Bundesliga games, we are not emotionally invested in them. If this was Arsenal, we'd be hearing Arteta. We'd be hearing Arteta yelling out at the. It'll be better when it's Arsenal. Right now, we really don't give a shit. We just want to see some football. So so don't judge it and don't harp too much on worrying about the crowds. The crowds will be back. We're going to get the Premier League back probably next month, and we will all totally be into these games despite no crowd.
Good point.
Oh man! Oh yeah. All right for you to say that. Listen. What are you on about?
What? I'm not.
What are you on about, Glenn?
Forget it. I'm not repeating it. I'm not saying it again. Go back,
Glenn. Come on.
Go back to your.
It ain't the same, Glenn. It ain't the same, Glenn.
Yes, I know it's not the same, but it's what we got to deal with. And if we're watching Arsenal, there's no crowd. We get to hear Arteta yelling. We get to hear Ozil saying,
Having said that, at the Emirates, it won't make much difference anyway.
Oh, great play here for Bayern.
Cross the
stomach. Comes in. Lewandowski.
Slips. He's just slipped. He slips over, isn't he?
Yeah, he slipped over. That was a great play on the right-hand side there.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it now because
on the right-hand side between like the fullback and like I said, the midfielder. They managed to.
I must be a couple of seconds behind you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a couple of seconds behind too.
Well done, Gio. He's downloaded .mic. If anyone ain't downloaded .mic, go over to Apple Play Store and Google Play Store. Download .mic. Put our code in CBS301, and you'll be able to sync up your app with your TV and listen to our commentary of every live watching that we do. So go and do that. And also, I think we're 28 people away from getting 100 followers on .mic in a few days. So that's our achievement by the end of today's game. So everyone, please go and download it. Seamus is in the house. Big up, Seamus. Hope you're good, mate. Sammy said, Glenn, is the alarm going to go off soon?
See what you think, Claude? Claude, do you see what you did? Now everybody is going to tease me about this damn alarm going off. Now she's upstairs. She doesn't know I'm on.
He's in. Oh, Davis, young lad from Canada, has got tackled. I'll tell you what, have you noticed like the kicking of the goalkeepers have been?
Oh, they're in here again. Hold up, Berlin.
Nah, flag's gone up. Flag's gone up.
Yeah, it's offside. I'll tell you what, Berlin are playing all right, to be honest.
First 10 minutes.
Yeah, at the moment. Tell you what, the game is a lot quicker than the other game the other day.
Yesterday,
quicker pace.
It's all right. The game between the derby.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question you have yet to answer?
That's what I said. Look at that.
Let's go, Glenn.
What do you think about the Bundesliga for the time being, doing 5 substitutions per game. Forget the moaning about the crowds for a second, okay? The Premier League's coming back. Do you like the idea of 5 substitutions to perhaps cut down on injuries just in the, while this virus is going on? Do you like the 5 substitutions just for now?
For me, the 5 substitution really doesn't bother me. The only time it will bother me, hold up, they're in again here, Berlin. Berlin,
good defending, isn't it?
They've still got a chance here, though. Down on our right-hand side. Oh, they've gone back. They're doing an Arsenal.
Bayern done well, like they pressed them. Bayern done well that they pressed them and made them go back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good ball.
Great ball. Oh, that was unlucky. Be offside again. Just getting back to the substitution, Glenn. Like I said, during the game, it really doesn't bother me how many substitutes they make. But the only time it will bother me is when sides will try and do it in the sort of last 5 minutes to waste time if they're winning or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? If they're making 5, 6 bloody substitutes, come on. I mean, that's going to really get great here, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What about you, Kelly?
Well, I think the thing about it is that the players ain't maintaining their fitness, and what we want to do is prevent sort of muscle injuries because of the lack of fitness that the players are going to go through. So, because we're playing at pre-season sort of tempo and the pre-season sort of time, I can understand them having the 5 substitutes. You just want to. I think it's all about get this league over and done with, and then next season we have more time to sort of, think about decisions we've got to make within the season, whether we have reduced capacities or no fans in. I think that's all it is about at the moment of time.
What's that you got there? Look at that. Unfortunately, I can't join you today, Claude. I can't join you.
Why not?
I've got to drive tonight. I don't think the police are like me with a.
Sel, do you work nights then?
Yeah, I work nights. Yeah, I work nights. Sunday nights to Thursday nights. Oh, bloody hell! We took him out there, but.
So are you like 4 on 4 off then?
No. I do 5 nights: Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. And then I've got Friday night off, Saturday night, and Sunday back to work Sundays.
All right. So like, say we had a game, right? We had a game on a Saturday and a Sunday. You can make it, but straight after the game, you've got to rush to work or something. Is that? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, a week game. I basically got to get home as quick as possible.
All right. So say we're playing in Europe. And then the game finishes at 9:30. You've got you drive to the ground, don't you?
I do if I've got work. I drive to the ground. If I don't, then obviously I like to have a little tipple while I'm down there, mate. And
are you local to Islington?
No. I'm in Essex.
Oh right, so you just it's just a couple of like I said, trains and all that, I suppose, isn't it? Or tubes?
Yeah, just a couple of trains, mate. Couple of trains.
It's end-to-end at the moment. It's all end-to-end stuff, man. At the moment.
Yeah, it's been much more entertaining than yesterday's game, even though like Dortmund won 4-0.
Don't you feel like Bayern looking a bit rusty because of the lack of?
Yeah. Oh, what a ball!
Yeah, that's for every team.
Great ball.
Yeah.
Is that Botan?
Yeah, he's got.
Come on, Gnabry. God. He left that too long. He should have took that first time there, Ken.
Yeah, definitely. I think the curler with the right foot was on, but I think what's happened is I think when he thought he was being closed down, he tried to do a bit of trickery with and get on his left foot, and the chance went.
Yeah. 19. It's Davis. Billy Jones said it's refreshing to see another fan's view who may not be able to come to the ground due to their location. Franklin Goodwin's put, to be fair, Arsenal players are used to not hearing the crowd noise.
I'm gonna ask Glenn this. Glenn, would you be so much into the football? Would you be so much into it?
Is this the Liverpool sport?
I didn't hear your question, Claude. All I heard is, would you be so much into it? I
Yeah,
didn't hear.
If you started watching football when it was and when you started watching it, right, and it was behind closed doors, do you think you'd still be as much interested as you are now?
No, the crowd is half the fun. But, Claude, the way I look at it is this is the situation we're in. And with all due respect to Kenny and Terry and you, I just look for the positives right now in the play. And to me, hearing the coaches and the players and every kick of the ball, it's like watching a professional game played in the Sunday Park. And I enjoy it. But yeah, I can't wait for the crowd to get back. I've been watching football my whole life.
Kenny, can you explain this to me, right? I don't get
distancing going on here.
Social distancing, right? But yeah, when they get on the pitch, they got to go together anyway. So what's this all about? Why is it? What's the difference when they actually are on the pitch? They've got to make contact.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that,
done here.
Yeah. It's that's Muller's got to cross it. It's a corner. But I think the thing about it is this: it's the same sort of situation with people who have to go into work, like I said, they're essential workers. They practice social distancing at home. And they practice social distancing when they're in the workplace, but they still have to travel on buses and tubes, isn't it? You can't help being a packed tube, a packed bus.
Oh, can I bring his in? Let's go!
It's in. Nice. No, he's in. No, he looks like it might be. Is it VAR? No, it's a goal. Nabri's celebrating. Let's have a look. Yeah, flick on. Muller's got.
Yeah, Muller's offside. And is he or not?
Yeah, but is Muller interfering in play though? Yeah, he's touched it. It's got to be offside. You can't give that. You can't give that. If Muller's in the offside,
no, he ain't. They haven't.
Can't give that.
They've give it offside. They've give it offside.
Yeah,
he was off.
Yeah.
No, it's a goal. They give it a goal.
It's a goal.
It's a goal. It's 1-0. They give it a goal.
So they got to look at that again. It's offside.
Yeah, they're going to look at that. Claude, can I answer your question about players on the pitch?
They're asking for VAR.
It's gone to VAR, by the way. It's gone to VAR.
Claude, can I answer your question?
So it's Lewandowski.
There's a VAR going on. 1 minute, Glenn. There's a VAR.
He looked off to me.
He's offside there, but he's offside when he moves his foot forward to the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's a goal scorer in offside position.
Hold on. But is he offside? It's second phase, remember?
We're still waiting here. We're still waiting.
Yeah.
Still VAR is see, the thing is, he's in
Muller's
offside.
Muller's offside.
There, but look, he's. I don't know. I don't know how you work that one.
This angle. Let's see.
I think that's going to be a lad.
Oh, I think
looks offside to me.
Yeah, that angle they just showed.
Oh, he's shot it off.
No goal.
Wow.
Offside.
Oh, Claude, let me
sorry about that, Claude. You asked me a question. I think it's the same principle about people, essential workers going on the tubes and going on the buses. If they're packed, they've got no choice, but they are going to come into contact with people. And and it's the same with the footballers as well. It's a contact sport. You just want to make things as safe as possible. In terms of footballers, they've got access to tests, regular testing. And like I said, they'd be able to self-isolate when they go in the sort of training camps and the match day camps. So that's the way.
You don't get what I'm trying to say, Ken. You don't understand.
Yeah. Hold up.
No, it's slightly.
You don't understand where I'm coming from. I'm saying.
Let me. Claude, can I try to answer your question?
Go on, Glenn.
Claude, what they're doing with the players in Germany is they're testing the players, and after they're tested and clear it, they are staying in a hotel before the game. Okay, and they're not contacted with anybody. When you get on that bus, it's not like you're going down to the subway tube, in the UK. They are being tested. When they test negative for it, they're staying in a hotel before the game for a few days. Bus ride. No one's getting the coronavirus that way.
What I'm trying to say, you're making, but you're making contact eventually when you get on the pitch anyway. So
but they're all
difference?
clear. They're all clear. The tests, everybody that you see right now on your TV has passed the test and does not have the virus. So they can go ahead.
So why are they separating from each other then?
I don't
all clear.
Why are you yelling at me?
You're not listening to me. Don't mean you and Kenny are listening.
I am listening. All right.
Well, exactly. GP got it here. He said, problem is some of these tests give false results.
I didn't hear that, so I can't comment on that.
I know, but what he's saying is that these tests are not all 100% right. That's what he's saying. It doesn't matter if you have a test. What I've tried to say from the start is it doesn't matter if you test negative today, you might still have it in your body. Just because you're tested negative doesn't mean you haven't got it.
I think it's just it's a risk that
Oh, what a great ball! Davis, in here. Oh, it's so close. Oh, he missed that, Lewandowski.
No, like I said, the ball went behind him when I think the goalkeeper took it away from him.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing what you guys just talked about.
I can show the replay, but I don't know if he's missed that.
I think we're all wasting our breath trying to convince each other of the safety or non-safety of these games being played. And I think it's just going to be time is going to answer everybody's questions. I feel comfortable because I've read
it again. Oh. This is definitely rust. They're definitely rusty here, Kenny. You can see that. And Glenn and Claude.
I think what's happened is that it's just like Union Berlin had good situations the first 10 minutes, but now Bayern has settled. They're taking greater control of the game. It's one of those things that when you do play teams like Bayern, the Barcelonas, in any form of football, you've got to take your chances when they come, because you won't. Once they settle and get into a pattern, they're going to be difficult to get the ball off.
Yeah, I agree.
I just want to big up everyone.
It remains 0-0. There's still that opportunity may come in.
Yeah, I just want to big everyone that to Op Mike and is watching us through Op Mike. We've got Collins, Diesel, Sean, Adam, Smith, Mason, Darren, Will, Adam, Willie Wilson.
That's good football. That's good football. Oh, he's.
Terry, I put something in the private chat, mate.
Giovanni, private chat. All right, yeah.
Nabry, see? Oh, no, that's not the ball.
Everyone is Melina's link. Is this what you wanted, Claude?
Yeah. Can you send it to me on my...
Kenny, can I ask you a question? Kenny, can I ask you a question?
Can you hear Glenn, Ken?
No, I can't.
Oh, damn.
This is what happens when you come on with the phone. See, this is what happens. You can't hear some people. You can't hear.
All right, I'm gonna go get my headphones.
I'm coming in that.
Maybe he can hear me with the headphones. I'll be right back.
Okay, boys, not a problem. I'm just giving Claude your Melina's link. If everybody can just bear with me a second.
Just send it to my WhatsApp, mate. That's it. That's all right.
That's Melina's channel, everyone. Please, Melina, who's in our chat, who moderates our chat for us. That's her channel. Go and give her a watch. Sign up to her. MYX.
Glenn's gone as well now.
No, I'm not gone. I'm not gone.
I can hear Glenn.
Now you can hear me, Ken. Ken, you
I
can
thought
hear
the
me.
alarm went for a minute.
Yeah, I can hear you, mate.
Maybe the alarm had gone off.
I want to ask you a question, Ken, because I might have did you a disservice on the watch along last night. I was talking about a tweet I saw, and it was either you or Red Ken that was worried the players would not go completely all out without the crowd. Was that you?
No, that was Red. That's Red Ken. That's Red Ken.
Oh, I apologize.
Red Ken. No, that's all right. Red Ken. I think he's the same opinion as Claude when it comes to sort of the league restarting. He's very much of the thing about, football is nothing without fans. And my argument's always been, hi, Alex, how you doing, mate? It's always been this, that, unfortunately, what's happening is that you're when you think about football and crowds, you're sort of going back in the past.
Berlin's
coming. Initially, TV wasn't attracted to that, but that we're talking about like 30 or 40 years ago. Now, because now the genie's out of the bottle, it's going to have to be about fans, because football, when we talk about fans, we're not just talking match-going fans, we're talking about, like the armchair fans, the fans from abroad who can't get there. TV are looking more to them than they would be like match-day fans.
Okay. All right. Well, I owe you an apology. I said that it was your tweet, but Claude night, someone else last night said, no, I think that was Red Ken, not Kenny.
No, it's Red Ken. I think what's happening is it's strange, watching like football without fans, but just get used to it. I'm sure, the games have still got its something on it, but
the only thing I know we've got to get used to it, Kenny. I know we've got to get used to it, Ken. Can you hear me, Ken? Kenny, can you hear me? He can't hear me now, boys. Let him know he can't hear me.
Kenny, Terry can't hear you.
No, I can hear him, but he can't hear me.
All right. Other than that, I'll be back in a minute.
I'm putting my headphones. Can you guys still hear me?
It's through here. It's through on goal. There's no one in the box to help him. Oh, that was unlucky. Well played, Brian.
Can you guys hear me? I switched to my headphones.
I can hear everyone there.
Oh, that's good. I was going to say, my only problem with no crowd, Ken, is how would you feel, let's be honest, how would you feel watching the Arsenal-Tottenham game with no crowd?
Oh, come on. You had to ask me. Can't you ask me an easy question, mate?
But that's what I mean. That's my only worries with it, if you know what I mean, like the big games. It's all right for,
it's funny you should say that. I've actually watched like a friendly and a reserve game between Arsenal and Tottenham at Leighton Orient, and for North London derby, you're right. It was a bit. It wasn't great, but I don't know, man. It's new territory for football. You know what I mean? It's not great. It's not ideal, but there's nothing really much we could do, really. Players have to go back because, or else their clubs don't get paid. So I don't know what to say. Of course, I hate it, but
What about you, Glenn? I can't hear you, Glenn. We can't hear you. It does help if you plug them in. Can't hear you.
How about now?
Now we can. There you go. Okay. Yeah, how would you feel about the Arsenal-Tottenham game? Watching it with no fans?
That would totally freaking suck.
Yeah. Exactly.
But, guys, it's all how we perceive things. It's just I want to see Arsenal back. I know there's not going to be any crowds probably till next year, but I want Arsenal back, and I feel that they are taking the correct precautions. I don't want to keep arguing with you guys about this because only time is going to ease your worries about these players getting the virus.
Yeah. No, I understand. What's your thoughts on it, Claude?
Sorry, Malcolm, because you keep cutting out. Sorry, go again, Terry.
I said, we was talking about the fans and empty stadiums, but how would you feel watching Arsenal-Tottenham with no crowd there?
I feel safe. No, it would be the same, would it? That's what I'm saying. That bit of rivalry, you can, shout at each other from both sides of the barriers. It's like, nothing like it, is there?
Yeah.
Coming outside after.
Exactly.
Having a few rows outside. Not big rows, but a few little arguments. Mini arguments. It's all right, man. I miss all that, mate. As long as it don't turn into real hate and trouble, I'd rather keep it a banter rather than the real hate and the trouble that exists with it.
Yeah,
but I think we would miss it though. We would miss it. This is one of the things as well. I can't believe they're having a party next door. It's supposed to be bloody lockdown here. It's unbelievable. No one's taking any notice of this. I tell you, get on my nerves.
Party next door. That sounds awesome. When are we switching places, Claude? You can have my wife and kids. I'd be in your house. Parties next door. I'm all over it. Throw the marathon, have a few drinks.
Chadwick Moffat said, has Arsenal sent you guys any updates of season ticket holders, what they are going to do, refund credit for next year?
Obviously, I received nothing from Arsenal, nothing at all. Because I think I don't know what the situation. I don't know what the situation is. I think what's happening is that I think everyone's just waiting for the go ahead and the agreement from all the clubs. And as soon as we get the agreement with the clubs, I think that's when the club's going to make decisions. You know what I mean, regarding what they're going to do with our tickets. One thing I do know is that Barcelona have said that they're not going to be refunding their fans any monies they've paid up front for tickets. I just hope Arsenal don't go the same way.
How many home games does Arsenal have left? We got 10 games left, right? How many home games are left?
See, that's right. We got Liverpool, Watford, Leicester. That's 3 I can remember. Help me out, Ed. Tell.
Hold up, I'll have a look. 2 seconds.
All right.
More power to you, Terry. I can't multitask, or I would have looked it up myself.
We have got 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 home games left.
Okay, that seems pretty cut and dry to me. There's not going to be any crowds for the rest of this season. They're going to give you a 3-game refund on your season tickets next year, right? I mean, that makes sense. Your ticket will be a little less to pay.
Well, see that. Then I think the snag is that at the moment a decision has to be made regardless of what we're going to do next season, whether the whole of next season or part of next season is going to be reduced crowds.
That's right.
It's going to be or if it's going to be no fans, because I think what's happened is that by saying no fans for the rest of the 2021 season, it gives football more time to think about any alternatives, because there's loads of things we've got to take into consideration. Like, do we have reduced capacities? Because if you're saying social distancing is going to be with us for about October, November, blah blah, and then they're going to think, well, hang on it, this guy can't be sit next to that guy, so they may have to do some of the seats. So it's just buying people time, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't see how people can expect, and I don't like sticking up for the suits, but I don't see how people can expect Arsenal to tell you what they're going to do as far as refunds or credit towards next season when they don't know when the fans can come back into the stadium yet.
I agree with you.
I think we just have to be patient. You guys have to be patient. I wish I had that problem of worrying about Arsenal season tickets, but I'm stuck here.
You know what? I think what's happening. I've mentioned it because as part of the debate me and Tel and Claude have about having fans back at the stadium. But when I think about it, I haven't given the situation any thought. I've just all I'm doing is I'm saving for next season, and I'll just save as long as it takes. But I don't know, man. It's one of those things like it's something I think when we mention it on shows like this that you've got to think about what the situation is about your seat and everything.
Yeah, because obviously, exactly what you're saying. If you've got a social distance, then they're going to have to move the people along, aren't they?
Mm.
Which is, basically you're going to have at least a quarter of the fan base not being able to go to the games.
Well, it's going to be. I think it's going to have a massive effect on red members and maybe the silver members, because the situation is that the gold members are guaranteed their seat every game. So obviously, you're assuming they're going to look after their permanent, their like I said, their most senior members first before they look after everyone else who pay for a membership so they can book tickets, but not those who pay in advance for tickets. They're going to, I'm assuming, take priority.
I don't know what this is. I think he ain't even touched him.
I don't know, man. Let's have. I've looked at it again. He's giving me a yellow.
Yeah, but he look. I thought he was stamped on him at first, but he hasn't really touched him.
It looked like he might have caught the knee into his leg there. That's what it looked like in my replay there. He might have, like, his knee might have smashed into him. That's why it hurt so much.
Liam said, love you guys. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. He says, is there any live chats tonight, guys? Not from me, mate. I've done a live one early this morning, and I'm doing one now, so that'll be me for tonight. But we will have we've got our review the Premier League show on tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I will be advertising that straight after the show. Who have we got on? We've got we've got an Everton fan, a Sheffield United fan, and a Wolves fan, I do believe. We will have on tonight as our representation of other Premier League teams. So look out for that, and that's 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Who's hosting that?
Me, Claude, and Diesel, all three of us. It's our weekly Monday night show.
Hey guys, like next Saturday would have been cup final day.
I know, mate. I know. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Today would have been our last game, wouldn't it?
See, that's the thing with me. It's like the cup final still means a lot to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I still get excited. I still rush home and watch it. Whoever's playing.
Do you think they'll scrap that now, the FA Cup? That'd be scrapped, wouldn't it?
I think if the Premier League comes back, they've got to, because they've got to try and get these games done. Surely they just do what the Champions League done and just scrap it.
I don't know. Yes, they haven't really said much about the competition. Lewandowski's put a nice little cross in. Oh, that's a penalty. That is a blatant penalty.
I'll see what you guys are talking about in 10 seconds.
Let's see it.
Yeah, Subotic.
Oh, that's
Subotic of Muller. Was it?
What do you think,
Muller?
Claude? Is that a penalty, Claude?
Let's have a look. He's gone in
definitely.
There. Yeah, blatant penalty.
Penalty. I don't know if he actually touched him there, to be honest.
No, he hasn't really argued. He's gone
Mind you, having said that,
Dortmund.
Once you put your foot out, that's it.
Ex-Dortmund player. He's gone for the ball, but one of those things where you don't make contact. It's only one thing: penalty.
Has he gone to VAR?
No. It's two. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. He's had about 11 penalties, scored 9 and missed 2 this season.
Hey, ref, watch for his shuffle. He's going to do a shuffle. Watch for the shuffle.
Here he goes. He runs up, his little shuffle, runs up, little shuffle. Oh, where did the keeper
brilliant penalty.
That is absolute poor. Piss poor, that is.
Yeah, but David, he blinked first to the keeper, didn't he?
Ew.
You watch the keeper here. Look, he's right down the centre of the goal, and that's poor.
Look, watch. Little shuffle. Yeah, his feet. He's got his feet wrong.
This is all bullshit.
All wrong there. I think what the keeper's done is he thinks the keep. He thinks it's going to go down to his right hand side.
What's bullshit?
Should you be allowed to take penalties like that, though? Should you be allowed to take penalties like that? Because
no, I think it should be just a quick run up and that's it. Me personally. But then again, the keeper come off.
The goalkeeper moved before.
Yeah.
And they moan if the keeper moves early. Yeah. Yeah. If he can take a penalty like that, I don't think that's right. But Bayern just about deserving that 1-goal lead.
Yeah.
Well, looking at that penalty again, Kenny, it looked like he went into him rather than the defender making that error. I don't know. I have to watch that again, maybe at half time.
So he's on his inning then. He's onside as well. Lewandowski. Pass.
He should have passed that.
He's run himself in a bit of trouble.
Just while we're waiting for the throw-in to be taken, I'm going to shout out our Hot Mic channel again. Everyone, please, if you don't know what Hot Mic is, go over to Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download the app Hot Mic and use our code CBS301. It's all free. And you can, once you're on the app and you signed up to ourselves, you can then sync your app via Hot Mic with your TV or your laptop, whatever you're watching the football on, and you can listen to our commentary. So everyone go download Hot Mic and CBS 301.
Terry, can I ask you a question about Hot Mic?
Yes, mate. Sure can.
Because you're like 12 seconds. You and Kenny are 12 seconds. Oh, well, we'll wait for this play. All right. You and Kenny are like 12 seconds ahead of me and Claude. Can you can you time Hot Mic to go with the game?
Yes. Once you go on Hot Mic, it will tell you if you're in front, and it will tell you to pause the game on the actual app. So cool. For 20 seconds, so that you could be live at the same time.
Okay. Cool.
Tell you watching some BT Sports?
Can you do it at half time, kid? Can you switch it at half time so we can all be at the same
he's through. He's through here. Is this
Lewandowski? No, it's Muller. Is it Muller? No,
yes, Muller.
It's Lewandowski.
It's got out for a corner.
I wonder if you guys could do what Claude said at halftime and pause your game for 12 seconds so that we're not like hearing about, breakaway and we're just seeing midfield play. I just wonder if you guys could maybe just I agree with Claude. It's kind of hard to hear you guys talk. Oh, he just missed it. And I sit and wait to see what you're talking about.
That's the problem.
If you just hit...
the thing is, right, we're watching it on I know about what Glenn's doing. Tell's doing. I'm watching it on a BT Sport in England. So I'm watching it on BT Sport too.
Oh, you don't have the option to pause it?
No, because what's happening is that what we're doing is we're kind of because we're not watching it online.
Okay, no, I thought it was a good idea by Claude, but if you can't do it, you can't do it.
Let's have a look. I suppose we could. I don't know.
The thing is, though, is that it doesn't matter because then you'd have people in the comments saying it's a goal and things like that. So,
oh yeah, right. I'm not thinking it through. Okay.
Everyone, unfortunately, is going to be on different times sometimes, but
okay, no, forget it. I'm sorry, forget it. You're right. You're absolutely right,
guys. It's 1-0 to Bayern, mate. Just a minute to go before half time. It's been an actual good game, to be honest. I don't know about you boys. What do you reckon, Glenn?
Yeah, I'm surprised the Union.
That's a better game than the other game. The other day, I mean, the other game.
This is the best game I've watched so far. This is the fourth Bundesliga game I've watched. This is the best one by far.
GP's watch it on cable, Glenn.
Well, that's what I'm watching on cable. I'm watching it on cable. It's all good. It's all good. You guys yell out. Go ahead. I can watch it anyway.
Glenn, Thursday VIOS channel 1524.
Oh, okay. Let me give it a shot. Sorry if I gave you guys a crotch shot just there. I was reaching.
One thing.
Here's David. Crosses it over. Fuller. Muller, I mean, Fuller.
Yeah.
Muller. Oh.
Muller. One thing I do agree with Claude and Glenn on one thing though. Without the fans, it does seem sort of like a full-blooded practice match that you have in like training in terms of like lack of atmosphere.
Exhibition, isn't it? It's like an exhibition.
Yeah, kind of full-blooded. Yeah, or it looks like one of those county games that you watch in the cricket when you watching Middlesex versus Essex at Uxbridge where there's retired people watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You're totally right.
As opposed to a sort of one-day game where there's 25,000 at Lord's watching Middlesex, Essex.
To the person in the comments that said try that other channel, that's even further behind the game. But I appreciate the help. Yeah, I'm watching on FS1, Gio.
Hey guys, you notice what? You know one thing, which you guys mentioned like North London derby. Like the Merseyside derby as well.
Yeah,
that game is going to be played behind closed doors as well. So it's quite a few games. As if the Championship, like I said, resume as well. You've got some high-blooded playoff matches as well with something on it. You know
do you think it'd be more advantage to the bigger teams? This with no atmosphere, would it be an advantage to the teams that got superior teams?
I just think it's going to be like a training game, isn't it? I mean, because if it's like trade. Oh, it's unlucky.
For example, when Arsenal go away from home,
what's that, Tel?
It's a corner for Berlin, and just
I've seen it. Oh, hang on, that's it. Corner. That came straight off the attacker.
I don't know how they give that, but it's just before half time. Can they nick one to shock Bayern before going in at half time?
Bayern doing zonal marking. He's coming. Yeah, that second ball. Bayern have got a lot of people through, and they've actually done a lot of good screening for protected the goalkeeper very well.
Yeah.
Still the best goalkeeper in the world for me, Neuer.
Yeah, he is a great keeper. Movie scenes is put for now. We just have to make do with what sport is on TV. By the way, there are some people who watch sport while muting the volume and still enjoy the games and matches.
Yeah, I have to disagree with you guys that say it's like an exhibition or a practice game. To me, it's like going down to the park on Sunday and watching 11-on-11 guys kicking each other's ass and hearing all the yelling of the players and the managers, coaches. So I don't think they're letting up at all in this. I don't know where you guys are seeing that people are pulling out of tackles. I don't see that.
It's just the atmosphere. I think
for me, I'm sorry.
Right? Don't get me wrong. They're not pulling out of tackles as such. It's just that when you see a good play, full-blooded tackle or like situations where a penalty, the crowd attention. I think that's what that's what I'm kind of referring to. But in terms of like the full.
Unlucky!
Yeah.
What a shot there.
Yeah, in terms of like the full-bloodedness of the match, that's not in question in terms of.
All right, I misunderstood you. You. Apologies, I misunderstood you.
No, it's all right, Glenn. But it's one of those things. I think we're just so used to all our sports having some sort of participation from the crowd, I suppose, and the noise and everything. But I don't know. It's an adjusting time. I think give or take the second week of this. And like seeing a few of the league games in Italy and Spain. I'm sure when the Premiership come back, we're going to go back to winding each other up about how their teams are doing. I'm sure we're going to be doing that.
Yeah. The only thing I won't miss is when the Emirates crowd groans when we're not playing well. And it comes through loud and clear on my television when we're not playing well.
I think, well, that's pre-2004, isn't it, Glenn? Isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if you told me in this time 16 years ago that we're incredibly groaning. We'll go 16 years without winning the championship when we had that fantastic team with fantastic players. I would have thought, you know what? I'll see you in the lunatic asylum. But it's happened, didn't
it? Just to let everyone know, it's half-time. Bayern Munich are winning 1-0 from a penalty from Lewandowski. It's been a good game, to be fair. It's been a really good game, end-to-end. Much better than yesterday's game. But still, for me, personally, I still miss the fans, still miss having the crowd in the stadium, the atmosphere. Yeah. And it's still, for me, I know we've only just come back after a long layoff, but, you know, I miss the crunching tackles. You know, that's what football's about. You know, I'm old school. You know, it's like a non-contact sport. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me at the moment.
I would like to play next to you, mate. I like defensive organisation. When I play, I actually like to have a bit of time on the ball and pick my passes out. But with you around, no chance. I'm getting rid of that early if you're coming out of that.
I can't use my eye, Kenny, because I've got none of that. Do you know what I mean? So I've got to bite your ankles, mate. That's the only way I'm going to get the ball off of you.
That's the thing. The reality will come, Terry.
You know what I mean?
The reality is going to come.
Go when I was playing.
Go on, Claude.
The reality will come when we watch Premier League football. When we watch our own teams. That's when we'll find it. We'll find when it will really hurt. That's when it will really hurt.
And Claude will be emotionally invested in it when the Premier League comes back. So it's going to be even better. Hey, guys, I'm going to come back after halftime. I'm going to make sure the wife doesn't need anything. And then I'll be back right after halftime ends, okay?
Glenn, what's that knife behind your head?
Knife? I know you guys want to see my wife physically drag me off of one of these things. That's not going to happen. I'll be back in about 12 minutes, okay?
Okay, mate. No problem.
All right.
Thanks, mate. See you in a minute, mate.
Hey, guys, talk about no crowds. If you guys been trying to watch programs like have I got news for you and everything? You know,
I've not really watched a lot of normal TV since the lockdown. To be honest, I've not. You know, I've watched certain shows that I watch. I like the SAS one.
That's fantastic.
That is really good. Really good. Who's your favourite one on there, Ken?
Well, in terms of like the instructors, I can't get his name. But there's one guy, right, who looks like he'll just kill you, but he'll kill you just for looking at him the wrong way. One of the instructors, he's got greyish hair, and he's a sort of. I remember one person goes, "What are you fucking telling me for?" You know what I mean? And he looks at you. He thought, you know what? If you went up to him and said, "Staff, I'm tired," bang, he'll shoot you in the leg. He said, "Well, now you're going to be permanently tired." You know what I mean? That those are the sort of programs looking forward. Although, does it clash tomorrow with Harry's Heroes?
Yes, it does. It's on at the same time, 9 o'clock. So I'm recording both of them anyway. So I'll be. What I'll do is I've got work at 10:30, so I'll watch Harry's Heroes the next day. But that's on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's on Monday, isn't it? But you know the Harry's Heroes. I think that's going to be on for 6 days. I think because it's talking about their journey. Yeah.
Well, that'd be good. I'm looking forward to that. I'm seeing the old boys back.
Yeah, but you know, it was meant to coincide with the Euro 2020 this year, but unfortunately, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, I was just about to say, for me, that was my best tournament. England
Euro 96.
Euro 96.
No, you know what? You know, in terms of Euro 96, I looked at it right, and I thought, yeah, England had a very like settled team. But in terms of like my footballing tournament, I prefer Italian 90 much better because I thought I looked at it and I just maybe because I preferred the song. I couldn't stand you know, like It's Coming Home. I liked World in Motion because it's probably a proper pop song or something. But in terms of like the general atmosphere, I was more invested in Italian 90 than I was in Euro 96 because I looked at England and I looked at all those great players, Lineker, You know, Johnny Barnes, Waddle, Gazza, Shilton in goal. And I thought, you know what?
Butcher.
Yeah. And a lot of it, they played so well in the semi-final in Turin. And they played to the best their ability. And the Germans played well that as well. It was one of those great games. In terms of Euro 96, I thought England played that better than the Germans, but I just thought that the Germans had a little gear in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just before I come back to you, we've got Sophie, air dry treatment in the chat room. How you doing, Sophie? Hope you're well. Thank you for popping over and looking at us in the chat. We'll definitely get you on in the next couple of weeks again and get your opinions. But everyone, go and give her a follow and all. Air dry treatment on YouTube.
Hello,
is she the one who did that sort of, got her in her chest and managed to hike DT with the ball? Is this the Sophie?
The one that
got the ball on her chest, did a bit of juggle, saw DT coming, flicked it over his head, ran away, and he pulled it down. Is that you, Sophie?
That's the one. That is the one. So coming back, I mean, 1990 for me, it was a fantastic tournament. I mean, just to hear the song, the Pavarotti song. Do you know what I mean? As soon as that comes on, obviously it sends chills down me because it just takes me back to 1990 of the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? Instantly. Yeah. As soon as you hear that, it takes me back instantly. And
I'd love to know.
Salvatore Scalacci. He got 6 goals that tournament, and he never scored another goal for a minute.
Send Sophie a link.
Like, it was
can you come on? Sorry, Glenn. Sophie, can you come on? If you can, we'll send you a link.
Just for 2 minutes. I just want to know what you.
Toto Scalacci. Do you remember Claude? Oh, I can't hear Claude at all. Are you all right, Claude?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right, let me come in and come out again so I can hear Claude. So we can talk about. So me and Claude could talk about Toto Salvatore Scalacci.
Let's send
Can
Sophie.
you transfer that link that Miss Molina's just put on the thing? Transfer it over to me.
I will do. 2 seconds.
On my WhatsApp, yeah. It might be a better link than what I've got from here because this one is all right, but it's.
I've just sent Sophie you a link.
Hey, Claude, can you hear me? Claude?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, do you remember Salvatore Scalacci?
Scalacci.
Toto.
How did Italy not win that tournament in 1990? That was all set up. You had a fantastic team.
Because Maradona cheated. Maradona cheated.
Maradona, what? Is that it?
Fucking cheat.
Like I said, you know what Italy did badly. They should have gone to Rome and had it in the Olympic Stadium. Should have gone to Napoli. If they had it anywhere else, if they had it in Rome,
actually, England could have easily won that tournament if they had a bit more mouse about them as well. So I think they missed a big chance. I think in the final. Unfortunately, they played with a goalkeeper that was over the hill. If they had a decent goalkeeper, they would have won.
Are you still blaming Shilton for that free kick that that deflected of Paul Parker?
Yes,
you're not letting that goal.
A keeper never be lobbed.
Do you know? So you're blaming Shilton for next thing you're going to blame Shilton for not saving any penalties.
I'll tell you who I blame. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been. Was it Parker himself that gave the free kick away? A silly free kick?
I don't know how it came, but I know Parker tried to get in front of Bremer's shot, and it went off Parker's leg, and it went slow motion, and it was actually, when you show it, it's actually behind the goal. The ball's kind of swerving and swirling and spinning, and you think, it's so slow. Why isn't Shilton getting his feet to it? You know what I mean? I think maybe a taller goalkeeper puts it over the net, puts it over the goal.
Yeah.
But I remember being very shocked when Stuart Pearce missed his shot because I was thinking, Stuart Pearce never misses penalties. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I know, mate. I know. But for me, I just think the 96 team, for me personally, I know you said the 1990 was, I just think everyone in that team in the 96, here she is. We've got Sophie joining us. How you doing, Sophie?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad. Yeah, this is the one.
How are you, darling?
Not too bad, Claude. Just having a relaxing Sunday. I bet you.
Yeah, good. Were you enjoying the football? I want to know what you think of all this. No spectators. It don't seem right to me. I don't know. What do you think about it?
It's weird. I mean, football is back, and obviously that's a positive thing. But it is a bit uncomfortable. It's a bit awkward, isn't it, when there's no crowds? I know they're discussing obviously having some crowd noises playing through speakers to see if that's going to aid it or make it any more entertaining. I don't understand though. Why are they making subs sit far apart when literally they're about to go and compete on a football pitch?
Exactly.
I don't understand that.
Exactly. Thank you.
And why was
another one? Where I'm coming from.
And why was the Dortmund players wearing masks while they were sitting there? But when they was going,
I'm not the only one here.
The Schalke players in the corner with masks on, they walk out and then they take them off the play.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
and the celebrations with it. What's all this with the? Surely these players are tested before they go out anyway. So they must be.
Claude, did you watch all the games? You watched all the games yesterday.
When they scored a goal.
Like that. You're getting within 2 meters, obviously. You come into close contact constantly, yet you can't celebrate. You're already doing more than that anyway in the game, aren't you? So it
exactly.
Exactly.
Hang on,
they're still testing a few things. I've already said I don't think football should be back until it's safe for everybody. But Germany have responded obviously a lot faster than we have in the UK. And fair play, they're trying it. I just hope that it doesn't take something major to say, you know what, this was the wrong decision. I'm just praying that obviously that doesn't happen. But I'm happy to see football back. I think it's because there's no crowd, you kind of focus on the standard of the football a bit more. I don't know if you got. I feel like I'm analysing it a lot more than what I normally would. I think that's one thing I would say about not having the crowd there because there's no distractions. You're focusing purely on the standard of the football.
I've not noticed that. I've just seen. I think it's Kenny's.
That's me.
Yes, comment here. He said, "Have you seen the post-match interview? The mic is so long, like for making movies. We've got to be 2 meters apart, haven't they? I've not seen that, to be honest, but it doesn't surprise me. Why we got you on, so? Because I can't
hear anything.
Yeah, you need to come back out and come back in. Ken, you're.
Who's coming in out?
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, I've seen on Twitter, Soph, that you do something with kids, like a teacher or something. I just want to get your take on it, on whether you think children should be back at school, and how you feel about going back into that environment.
I mean, for me, we've been open throughout. I mean, the head teacher in particular was in all through Easter and stuff.
I can't hear nothing.
We haven't closed, but I mean, first, I work in like a specialist school where I have to deal with behaviour issues and you have to restrain quite a lot of the time. And I was in school for probably about half an hour on Monday, and straight away I've had to break up a fight. So straight away, you can't stick to the 2 metre guidelines. It's impossible. And if you're talking about primary schools, obviously we're rumoured to be coming back full time first, but it's actually that young children know how to social distance and they're aware of it. Of course not. And it's risky. I've seen some tweets saying our teachers need to be braver and stuff like that. Like I say, we've been open constantly. But to enforce the guidelines of social distancing, it's just impossible. It just doesn't happen in a school, and it's impossible to happen.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I know a lot of people around where I live anyway have said that they won't be sending their kids back because it's just not safe. You don't know if it's safe. And not only that, how can you send, like, if you've got 3 kids, how can you send one child back out of 2?
Yeah, it's true. And I've seen a lot of parents respond to it as being that. I've seen a few people responding to like, schools' emails and stuff like that, saying that they don't expect teachers to be coming in. They feel sorry for teachers being forced to come back in. They think it's too early and they won't be sending the child in to try and make it a bit easier. I've literally seen parents sending that message. I think it's just too soon. I think whilst the death rate is as high as it is, we don't need to take any unnecessary risks.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. So, and I think you're doing a wonderful job, same as nurses and doctors and that. So don't listen to them.
I don't want football back until we get fans in. I don't want football back until we get fans in.
What the hell happened from the time you went off camera to coming back?
I don't care if we have to wait.
Yeah, but that's not fair. That's not fair on fans that don't go, though.
Claude, it's not the same, is it? It's not right. It just isn't right.
Yeah, but what about the other 95% who can't go to football?
And people want to hear my fan cams after the game as well.
Yeah, no doubt about that. But Claude, if you don't stop, Claude, if you don't stop, I'm going to start spouting cliches like when you have lemons, make lemonade, whatever. I don't even remember that cliche now. Chill the heck out, Claude. Chill the heck out.
To let everyone know, we're just kicked off. Second half just kicked off.
For you, it's still 10 seconds away for me.
What did you guys? I missed. Obviously, did you debate the penalty? It's unfortunate, wasn't it? It's one of them where the defender really couldn't do anything, could he?
Was it a penalty, Soph? I don't think it was. If you look at the action replays again, I don't think he actually touched it.
Are you watching the game, Sophie?
I am, yeah.
Are you watching it?
You guys, but I am, yeah. It's on downstairs. I'll go and watch some more of it in a minute. But I thought it was a penalty when you look at the rules, but you just feel for a defender in that situation. Like, you can't really do anything about it. It's just an unfortunate one. But no, that Lewandowski was always going to take it away.
What about the offside goal?
Are you available next Monday? Next Monday, not this Monday, next Monday.
Yeah, Claude, I'm available. Just drop me a message. Definitely up for coming on again.
All right, not this Monday, next Monday, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Let me know, yeah?
Yeah.
Just say yes. We need to cheer him up.
Yes. No, the offside goal, I was confused. I thought he was onside, to be honest. I thought the second phase, I thought he was in line. I thought he was onside, but I was a bit confused by all of that, to be honest with you. VAR is just, that's one thing I haven't missed is VAR, to be honest, and that whole uncertainty. Because are you guys a fan of VAR? Do you support it? Because I'm still really undecided.
I hate it. Can't stand it. Can't stand it.
I think it's
I
don't think it's being used correctly in the UK. I like it, but it's not being used correctly in the UK. First thing you got to do is show the fans. First thing you got to do is show the fans in the stadium. Claude, chill. First thing you got to do is show the fans in the stadium the friggin' replay, right? They're not even showing you the replay.
Can I bridge through? Shoot! Oh, too long there.
I don't want.
My head around Gnabry's progression though. Like, literally, he was on the bench for Tony Pulis, and now he's starting for Bayern Munich. I can't get my head around that. Like, his transformation as a player.
That's what we ruined him. Yeah, we ruined him. We sent him to bloody Pulis. I don't know what was what he done there. No, I'm dead against this VAR. I'm sorry. It's why should we one referee's decision and the other one's in the stand making the same decision? It's I'm sorry. It's not what do you call it? It's opinions. It's not facts, is it? So
yeah, it's still based on human error, isn't it? It just takes longer to make a human decision. It's still, but ultimately, it's a human's decision, isn't it? Like,
for me,
opinion.
See, for me,
at the end of the day, everything evens out. At the end.
Just before I answer that,
I still haven't got over Mike Riley in 2000. What do you call it? Was it 2004? Mike Riley, when we were kicked off the park by United, and he just gave nothing, absolutely nothing. 6 fouls they committed, and not one booking. 6 fouls, blatant fouls, and as soon as we had one foul, he booked to our player.
Claude, it's time to move on now. You've got to move forward.
Because Ferguson always had the referees. Ferguson was very clever with referees. He always praised them up, and he got on the good side of them. Very clever man. I wish we'd have.
Is that lucky? Oh, it weren't more like
absolute genius, Alex Ferguson.
Yeah,
absolute genius. And you see, when Man United will never replace him. Never replace him.
No,
can have
but looking like longevity of managers and how long managers stay at clubs nowadays, it's nothing like that. Like what Fergie did, you don't see that, do you, nowadays?
He's the greatest.
No, not at all.
He's the greatest because he could psych out other managers. He could get in other managers on his side.
And the referees he could psych too.
Tell them how great they were, and then when they played them, they all laid down and died for him. Where's where are yeah? That's all I'm saying.
Just
You just
before,
gotta respect the man. Respect Fergie. He's just the guy. Isn't he? You just gotta give him respect. Fergie.
He's
just
a
the guy.
legend. He's the greatest manager.
Yeah, of course he is.
You're preaching to the choir here. I've never seen a manager. He is the best manager.
Him and Brian Clough. Brian Clough was another genius. Brian Clough was another genius.
Don't we forget Barry Fry. Just before I give my verdict on VAR, we've got Delwyn Jones in the house. How you doing, Delwyn? Hope you're good, mate. He's put good evening, lads. What is your thoughts on Lacazette balloon incident?
Oh my God!
You might need to move to Atletico Madrid.
You people need the Premier League back so bad, worrying about stupid stuff like that. Oh my God! Or maybe this is cultural. I don't know. My God. I remember when what's his name had a cigarette in the shower and you would have thought the president was assassinated. Who was that? Wilshire? No, it wasn't Wilshire.
Yeah,
what's Wilshire?
It was Rooney, wasn't it? No, not Rooney. Who was it?
It was, I don't remember. I just remember, I'm like, why is everybody screaming about this? I piss in the shower sometimes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgot we have mixed company here. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I actually do like VAR. I just think we're using it wrong, as Glenn says, to be honest. I mean, it ain't actually VAR that's making a decision when you look at it. It's actually the referees that are getting the decisions wrong. I think, personally, what we need to do is simplify these decisions and let VAR do its job properly.
They need to use the monitor more, don't they, as well? They're not using the monitor.
Exactly.
And that would obviously help. Yeah.
And not only that, we need to see it in the stadium and all. Because
yes, you have to show it in the stadium. You have to show it in the stadium.
The thing is, I don't understand it. It works so well in cricket and rugby. So well. So why can't we just adopt that system? I don't understand it.
It's true. It's true. Right, guys, I'm going to have to shoot because my battery is very low and I don't want to just cut off and be like, I'm done. So
take
thank
care,
you for asking me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. I'm sorry I made such a horrible impression. It's nice meeting you.
No problem. Nice meeting you too. Take care, guys.
Nick's in the house. How you doing, Nick? Hello, boys, he says. Everyone, like I said, if you only just joined us, please go and sign up to Op Mic. Go and download it from the Apple App Store and Google Store and put in our code CBS301. And once you've done that, you'll be able to sync up the app to your TV or your laptop, wherever you're watching the stream from, and you'll be able to listen to our commentary through the Op Mic app, especially when we do live watch-alongs with boxing, UFC and Arsenal. And German games at the moment. So please,
I want to know when that 5, 6, 7 week video is out on with Glenn. The 5 and 6, 7.
I sent you a DM. Go look at your DMs.
Adam says, "Love Glenn, love Glenn."
No, I can't be doing it. It's got to go to. It has to go to the main man, because I can't be doing it. Otherwise, he'll say I'm nicking his work. So I can't be doing that, Glenn.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the whole thing. I don't know if he wants it or not. All right, I'll ask Brennan.
Ask him first, yeah.
Delwyn said, I think technology needs to improvement in the Premier League next season. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%.
It's not what you got to understand. What you got to understand, Terry, right? Listen.
Yep.
What you got to understand about it. You've got one referee, right, making a decision on the pitch, yeah? And you've got his mates in Stockwell House, right? They're not going to go again. If they think, I won't embarrass him because he's my mate. So what happens? Because they don't want to embarrass him, they go along with his decision or whatever. Listen, it's all flawed. The whole thing is flawed, mate.
Chadwick Moffat's put, what's the score, lads? It's still 1-0 to Bayern, mate. We're 10 minutes into second half.
Oh, did you jump even? Terry.
He's in.
Terry, Kenny, Ken. I'm at 54-12, 54-13.
Oh, Lewandowski. Oh.
How far ahead are you guys? What time do you have right now in the second half?
54, 31, 32, 33.
Okay, just 10 seconds ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what a chance!
So, but
Nice.
do you agree though, Claude, with the VAR, like in cricket and rugby, it works really well.
Yeah, because there's no bias. There's no. They're all together. You know, there's no bias at all. There's no, and it's fact. When you look at the cricket, it's fact. When it comes to cricket, you hear the noise. You hear the noise. There's the thing. They've got the special thing with the noise on the bat, whether it hits the bat or not. Kenny will tell you more about that. And they've got the thing where if the ball can hit the stumps, whether when they do an LBW. So they've got it's a proper technology and it's fact. With this football, it's not fact.
Yeah,
it's not fact at all. It's a different game altogether, and cricket can be stopped, you know, because everyone's got 8 or 9. Everyone's got 9 hours to wait, don't they? So, you know, it's a different game altogether.
You wouldn't know we all agree on VAR by the way everybody's yelling. It's crazy.
Kenny, do you want to answer that question?
Yeah, guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Gooner Gamer. Very good question. I am from that area. I used to go to Christ the King and I went to Santa Wishes. But yeah, I've got a good fair idea what you're talking about. Because, you know, like George Orwell was the school. I went to Christ the King when it was called Tolleton Park. And like St Mark's, I used to go to the sort of place at the next to St Mark's, which is Duncan Nursery, which is just off like Sussex Way and Axminster Road. So yeah, we're near neighbours, Gooner Gamer. I'm from the Andover Estate in Finsbury Park. Where are you from, mate?
We've got Snedden in the house. How you doing, Snedden? Hope you're well, mate. He said, hi, Terry, Claude, Glenn. Just tuned in. Thoughts on Emery's interview with Cess? I haven't seen it yet, Snedden, to be honest.
No comment. No comment.
Sofian,
I don't want to talk about Sofian. I've said enough about Fabregas. I'm not happy the way he left us, and I'll keep to that. He could have left in a better way. I didn't like the way he went to Chelsea. I didn't like the way he kissed their badge as well and celebrated after scoring against us. To be honest with you, he can say he loves the club as much as he wants, but the minute he went to Chelsea, that was it for me. And if you, as a captain, don't turn up and go and monitor a Grand Prix when your job as a footballer and as a captain is to be behind your players. I've got no time for. I'm sorry. I stay by what I say. I stick by what I say, and that's it.
Oh, can someone answer Alex's question? I didn't check that.
Yeah,
today.
I've got the answer. Kenny's actually sitting up and talking to people.
Yes,
he's talking to his visitors. But at the moment, Kenny's still not out of the woods yet. You know, because he's still got the blow to the head, and anything he can have a relapse at any time.
Oh, okay.
Well, what was the problem? Was it
No, he fell over and he hit his head.
Or something?
Yeah, he hit his head. He was having a row with someone. I don't know whether it was an altercation or he slipped, but he managed to hit his head on a concrete, and then that's why he was rushed to hospital. So he was.
Is a row a fight?
I don't know. You know what it is. You can only imagine what you know what Kenny's going through now. You know, like there's a lot of people who try to have some sort of interventions. In terms of like trying to get Kenny the help, but we don't know what situation with Kenny. Personally, I don't think Kenny's ready for the help because he's controlled by alcohol. So I don't know. You know what I mean?
It doesn't help if you're a real friend. It doesn't help if you keep feeding him drinks either. If you're not really, if you're a real friend, you don't do that. You're straight with him. That's it.
Cool. It's a hard one, though, isn't it? Because simple reason is that you're the last person to know you're ill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think he does know. But he's been through a lot. There's a lot of things gone on in his life, and I can understand where he is. And I'm praying for him. I'm just praying for him that he recovers well. And because for me, the best, in my opinion,
what's going on here? The player trying to doing his.
It's an off the ball incident, but the referees like Tottenham. Hello, Nick. How you doing, mate? In terms of Crouch-End's not too far from Andover State. In terms of Gooner Gamer, you said you used to play in the Andover State. I know Robert. Do you know a guy called Gagor? Gagor. Nikos. They're a few years younger than me. Pat Noonan, Damien Noonan, all those sort of lads. Or Stacey Bailey. The Heads, Lyndon Willoughby, all those sort of guys. I'm thinking a bit older than you because I'm born in 1972. So when you mention Robert, I do know of Robert, who's probably a few years younger than me.
Nick said in Cyprus they avoided the season and given immunity the league. They were level on points with Anorpheus as well.
No, he's wrong there. What they've done is there's a difference. They've cancelled the league because if they voided it, they would mean that it doesn't exist at all. So they cancelled the league, and obviously the team that's at the top, they're giving the title to.
Yeah, talking about voiding the league, don't you think that people from the French leagues and Dutch leagues are looking at this and thinking, well, we're a bit presumptuous? But I think, as I said, in Holland, it was the mayors of the major cities that said no, can do. You know what I mean? But I know there's legal action in France and there's legal action in Holland because they voided the league.
The Premier League has still not come out with a date, have they, to start?
The 12th or the 19th of June. That's what I heard.
But there's not an
official date come out. Has an official date come out?
No,
there's no official date. But who's messing us about? Exactly. It's Brighton. It's the clubs that who are in danger of relegation. They're the ones who are finally thinking, you know what it is? From a psychological point of view, they're thinking, you know what? This is the first time we actually got actual power when the big six need us. So we're going to take our time and hold them to ransom. You know what I mean? I think they want to sort of guarantee that relegation.
They just want a do-over. Screw those guys. I can't believe that they would cause trouble like that.
That's exactly what they're doing, though.
To be fair, I don't think it's that at all. I think it's the actual players themselves. Some of them don't want to come back. And if they don't want to come back, then teams don't want to play without their best players.
Yeah, but you hear that.
Well, then they need to be educated.
The players who've actually made things. Danny Rose is out of contract at Tottenham. He's a loan Newcastle, so he's got no vested interest to anyone. Troy Deeney plays for a relegation-threatened Watford, so you've got to take what he says with obviously you take it at face value. But
Kenny, you saying he's got no cahoots?
I'm not going to say anything about Troy Deeney, but what I will say about Troy Deeney is that Troy Deeney needs to know that Watford rely on 90% of their money as TV money. So Troy Deeney is an essential worker. So if Watford don't go out, then the business, which is Watford Football Club, is in great jeopardy. So obviously Troy is going to say things like, if I go broke and blah, blah. I think Troy needs to kind of keep his counsel. And think about the football club rather than trying to please his Twitter followers.
Right.
You're only going by players that you've heard. I mean, obviously we've got Aguero who's a massive name. One of the biggest strikers who plays for Man City in the Premiership.
That's the thing.
If he come out and said that, he's obviously got a bit of weight behind him from other players.
He's got a weight behind him, but you know what? Come on, you guys know the rules. Glenn, you know the rules.
Yes, I'm waiting to say something, but go ahead, finish up. I'm waiting to say something.
I'm going to say something. Sorry for going on. All I'm trying to say is that, like I said, the clubs will put pressure on the players because of the finances. They're going to say, look, we don't play. We've got to pay the Premiership and TV companies back hundreds of millions of pounds, so we need you out there. That's all they've got to say.
Yeah, I agree with everything Kenny can say, and I'm saying this right now. For once, Germany is doing England a favor because these players that are scared of coming back are going to see that no one in the Bundesliga is catching the disease. They're finishing their season, and these guys are going to come on board. So What?
Well, Claude, you're
It's
saying
too early
that.
to make that assessment.
No, I said overtime, Claude. I'm not saying, all right, look, they played 2 games. Let's go. Get a few weeks, you're going to see no one has the virus.
You can't just say because we're seeing one game out there that everything is okay. We've got to see the reaction after these games.
You're misunderstanding me. I'm saying,
and also the Premier League have not made the decision yet. So when's the decision? When is someone going to say, look, we're going to start this?
Yeah, but the reason there's 20 clubs, Claude, and you need 14 to say yay. So what's happening, right, is that
anyone that thinks we're going to start in June, no chance. No chance of starting in June.
Yeah, but it's going to have to start. But the simple reason is that there's no way the season's getting voided. There's no way it's getting cancelled. They can't afford to lose the money. So fans and no fans, the football's going to go on. So with or without Troy Deeney and Danny Rose or not, they'll just get some younger players to play. They just want to complete the season.
That's not the only problem. That's not the only problem because they've got to get 14 clubs to agree.
But Kenny,
14 clubs.
But the thing is, you're saying that we're going on assumptions by that no player might not get it, the disease or whatever. They might be able to play it, but what if they do? What if they do? You're not looking at that.
But the trouble is, Glenn, football's not the only industry. Football's not.
But I'm not saying that, Glenn. I'm saying is that Watford. You're saying about Watford, right? If one of their players gets it, they will not be able to play the season out. It's as simple as that. So what do they do as a club then? What do they do?
Yeah, but what about at the end of the day, as I said before, like on Thursday, what about the coppers? What about the people in the NHS? What your thing about it is that at the moment, whether we like it or not, we can still have the sort of what if they do, but the wheel still has to turn. And whether they come back or not, the fact of the matter is if they don't come back, then we're going to see some serious financial problems. Now, right now, people who are not investing in football and, like I said, have a situation where they can still work, they're in a position of strength. I'm in a position of strength. But
by the way, talking about this game
long term, we would have a problem.
Wait, Claude, I just want to say one other quick thing. I can't be as
eloquent. This game at the moment, I'd go about this game. This is a lot closer than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, a lot of people. Can I just say one thing, Terry? Because I understand your argument. Some people won't be convinced unless they see it with their own eyes. And if the Bundesliga does this for 2 or 3 weeks, then maybe your opinion will slightly change a little bit, right? I mean, that's all I'm saying. And if someone, God forbid, does get the virus among these Bundesliga players, then the situation completely changes. Yes. But, as far as I'm concerned, let's think positive. We're seeing a pretty darn good game here.
Yeah, no. I totally agree with where you're coming from, Glenn. And look, it comes down to like what GP says. Let me see, lives or money. It's as simple and easy as that. That's the one question. That it's no good saying
that's oversimplifying it. That's oversimplifying it. With all due respect,
it's not. What it is from the start.
It's money. It's money. It is money. It is money.
It is what it was from the start. From the start of this disease, in every single country, all it was about was money. It wasn't about lives because, like someone said the other day, I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been you, Ken. We are just numbers. Let's look at it. We look at these. We watch these interviews and their briefings every day. 2 minutes they spend their time on talking about the dead. 58 minutes of the other time they spend about talking about money, getting schools back together, getting the economy back on. They're not worried about people dying. Let's be honest, they're not. They're not bothered about
it. The thing about it, right? They are aided and abetted by the people, their stakeholders. There are a group of people in this country who are involved in industries who are, believe it or not, are going to put money over life. They're going to put their money or their lack of money over their lives because their situation is that whether we like it or not, there are going to be people who say, you know what, I want to go out and work. All right, there's a risk out there, but I don't know where my next penny's coming from if I don't go out and work. And that situation
Yeah, but God forbid. I'm telling you now. That's what I mean. It's all right thinking not that, but let's speak the truth here. God forbid that one of their kids or their mum and dad or their wife or anything like that got it. Then their situation would totally change. They'd be totally against the world. Then they'd be totally against the world.
But of course they are. But the thing about the matter is that it's a 50-50 situation, because the only reason is that it is money. It is not so much money over lives. It is lives versus money, and you know the rules. I don't make the rules up. Money always wins. Always wins.
I learned when to be quiet in an argument from arguing with my wife, so I'm not gonna talk anymore. I can see.
Me up.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I can't do it, man. I can see it in Terry. There is not going to be any convincing him, so I just shut up, or I lie.
True.
It ain't about convincing. I don't think it's about convincing, Glenn. I just think it's about. I just truly believe that from the start, every single government was more worried about money than what they was lives. Because the way I look at it, the way I see it, right, what should have happened from the very start? The world should have closed down for 5 to 6 weeks. If everyone would have closed down, shut their borders up, stopped everyone going to work, all simultaneously, then we would have come out of this a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago. Because if you shut it down,
that I agree. That I do agree.
Okay, yeah. If you were a politician, you got my vote right there. Yes, I agree.
No, but that's what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Because all they're doing now.
I think, but don't you think? Don't you think, though, Terry? Was that you or your mate? I could hear something in the background.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Oh, I thought I saw because by the way, like Bayern had another chance, but what I'm trying to say is that Boris Bailey did it, and so did all the sort of like people from the development world. I think it's one of those things, right, where that, the government were buying themselves time to get this sort of follow thing, through, like the ideas in terms of like, and also like they're getting time of the tested, because initially Donald Trump said it was just through. Boris Johnson says we're going to do this sort of herd immunity. So it's one of those things where the economy did come first, because, again, it's all about people buying time, isn't it? Until the death rate went up so high that, they had no choice but to do this.
Yeah. No, I just think it could have been dealt with a lot better than the way it has been dealt with by anyone. And that ain't just blaming Boris or what's his name? I can't. President over
Trump.
America, Trump and all that. Yeah, that's not saying that they've done. They shouldn't be finished, because it doesn't matter what party was in. It all would have. They all would have done the same thing. They all would have got advice by the same people. Behind the scenes, it doesn't matter who's in, right? And I'm fed up with hearing that, people can't afford not to be at work and blah blah blah. Well, if people can't afford to be at work, why are we worried about DFS and Carpet-Right and all them silly shops opening up when people ain't got the money in the first place to feed their own kids? Why are we bothered about them shops?
Because they want to get, why, Tel? Because they want to get the economy moving.
But they can't afford to at the moment. That's what I'm saying. You can't have the argument always. That's what I'm saying. You can't have the argument always.
But the economy has to move. The wheel has to turn at one time. You can't like park the coach and then leave it stationary forever. You've got to get the wheel started.
You're just a number, Terry, mate. You're just a number. We're just numbers, mate.
Exactly.
We are just numbers.
You're talking about turning the wheels. That's what I'm saying, Ken. But if that second spike comes, then the whole world's going to be fucked anyway. Everything's going to be fucked.
But the thing about it, Tel, is that the whole world's waiting for a vaccine. So it's inevitable. There is going to be a second spike because of the reason we haven't got our testing done, and obviously we're looking for a vaccine which we don't know is going to work, because obviously with all vaccines you have to test it on animals.
Yep. Sometimes it takes years.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, when that
So,
fact
like, we're
comes out anyway, that's what I mean. We're all that. Even when that comes out, they're just going to.
We could do it a year.
They're in.
We could do a year without football, can't we? Just for 1 year.
What, like the war?
No.
Like the war?
We did in the war, didn't we? We didn't mind in the war. Look, all the war. We didn't know. Everyone survived in the war. Why can't we survive 1 year without football?
Yeah, because simple reasons. But you saying it because there's no vaccine. You're saying it because you want fans in the stadium.
Yeah, Claude. If one of these players in these empty stadium games gets the virus, then ask me that question because I think this is fine.
This is one of the biggest debating of things ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, there's no right answers. Don't get me wrong. Do you know what I mean? There's no right answers. No matter which way you look at it, because obviously something is going to suffer somewhere along the line because of this, unfortunately. But the way I look at it,
100%.
The way I look at it is that, you know, is football really that important in my life, or my kids and my family more important? That's the way I look at it.
Watching this, you know, watching football like this, right? For me, right, is like making love to a prostitute rather than a person that you love, rather than a person that you actually love. That's the difference.
Okay.
Well, it's a good analogy, mate. Because I think, but it's the same sort of analogy, right? You go to a woman of ill repute because you haven't had it for a long time. And I suppose that's what we do.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say, you don't get that same feeling. That's what my point is, right?
It's a hard one, Claude, because again,
if Clem went to the knocking shop now, he wouldn't get that same feeling that he would get with his missus.
Oh, you want to attack me by him?
When I met
he's open. Oh no, he's past.
He's in.
Oh,
he's got
He's done a Gaza. He's done a Gaza in 99. He's done a Gaza, Ken.
Yeah,
how did he miss that?
It's like Steve McManaman, and you know what I mean?
Oh, that is mad.
That was Nabry with the run. That was Nabry with the run, wasn't it?
I never thought
from GP.
Claude,
he put the wheels can't turn if we're all dead.
Yes,
did I just hear? Did I just?
100% true, but. The situation is that we're not in. It's one of those things where the knock-on effect is all right. We're all going to be alive, but there's going to be some people who are going to have psychological problems, and may because of the fact that they can't feed their families.
All right, two quick things.
Now two quick things. Not be important because life right now, life is more important than anything else. But what about further down the line?
All right, two quick things. I am now convinced that you guys in the UK just like to argue, okay? Because this just keeps going round and round, and no one's going.
The finishing from Union is absolutely terrible. You know that.
Yeah,
I'm
waiting to see what you guys just saw. Oh, that was a terrible.
I think that's where Union are going wrong in this game. Is that they get themselves into fantastic situations.
Yeah.
They've taken advantage of Bayern's kind of rustiness of not playing for like 2 months. But it's one of the reasons why Bayern are where they are and where Union are where they are. It's because they haven't got that sort of killer touch in them, Union. You know what I mean? They're working their nuts off.
To be honest, though, I'm really surprised because I said that Bayern would win 5-0, but Union's gave as good as they've got today, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And this was
they're in there, Davis. On the back, but Aubrey. He's done it again. He's over touching it. He's over touching it. He's done it all game.
Can I ask you something, Terry?
He's trying to put that icing on that cake, Terry, in it. As we say in football terms. I'll tell you one thing. With one of your tackles, you'd have given away a penalty there, wouldn't you?
Terry, why are you rooting for Gnabry? Every time he scores a goal, it's a little dagger in my heart. why are you rooting for him?
I really like him.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like him. I'm gutted that we got rid of him when we did. I think he would have been brilliant for us now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but do you think that Serge is more the reason why he's playing his best football is because he's playing in an environment that suits him in terms of playing for the national side and playing in Germany and with better players than he had at Arsenal. Sometimes some players are suited to teams and leagues. You know what I mean?
I thought he
showed worked out for Arsenal.
I thought he showed flashes of brilliance when he was with us. I don't think that's the case. I just think he never got a real true shot at Arsenal. Oh, I didn't mean to shut everybody up.
Yeah, no. I do agree with you. I agree. He never got a bit. I don't know why Wenger sent him to Pulis. That's for sure. There's a joke that was.
Yeah, but you've got to remember, Claude, that we did send Jack to Bolton, and he came back as an Arsenal regular because it's one of those things. It depends on the manager who you send them to and whether the player can knuckle down. Because sometimes leaving Arsenal to go to different clubs is
we've got a corner here from Bayern. Corner comes in. Oh, it's a goal! Lewandowski. No,
it's not Lewandowski. It's not Lewandowski at all. It's not Lewandowski.
No,
I haven't seen it yet.
Just getting the goal scorer up.
Oh, there it is.
Let me have a look at him. Turn around. He's a French.
Come on, turn around.
Look at him. Look at him. Come on, let's see your shirt.
Well, I think that sums it. How long is to go here, mate? How long is to go here, man?
We've got 10 minutes to go. That's 2-0.
Well, if that sums it up, that's
number 5.
Hey?
Claude, is your feed still working?
Hey?
Can you still see the name?
It's Pavard.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Pavard. It's Pavard. Is a World Cup winner from France in 2018. Scored that fantastic goal against Argentina in Russia. Remember that goal?
Great goal.
Half volley. And
but what the defender was doing there? He didn't even jump, did he?
Yeah. I think this is kind of game over now because if you look at it,
it's game over now, definitely.
Yeah.
I think what's happening is that Union are probably going to leave gaps and Bayern can sort of get the third and fourth now. So 5-1 still on.
Union still had their Union had their chances. They played a good game, but they couldn't finish.
Exactly. No, they've had plenty of chances.
Are we expecting a decision from the Premier League?
Lewandowski, man.
Are the Premier League going to make a decision very soon on this? Because
Claude,
it's doubtful. I can't see the Premier League doing it because I can't see the teams agreeing.
Well, if they want to get back for June the 10th, they better hurry up because it's 3 weeks to go in there.
Yeah.
No, you know what it is? I think that if you take relegation off the table, they're back playing.
I don't think it was actually June the 12th or the 19th for the Premiership to start. I think it was for them to be back in training properly.
Oh my God!
Yeah, but they're meant to be back in training now.
The story I read.
They're back in training. They're back in training. But the Arsenal team, if you listen to I can't remember the interview I see. At London Coney, what they're doing is they're in separate rooms. There's only one person in each room. So you can't be training like that. Because that's just like training indoors on your own. That's the same thing.
Yeah. But I think they're still looking at Jim's kind of start. But I don't know. You hear all sorts of different things. I mean, first it was neutral venues. And then it was something to do about relegation on table because I've heard what the Norwich secretary was saying, and I also heard the thing from the Brighton thing is that they're saying, well, if the championship gets voided, they don't think it's fair that clubs like West Brom and West Bromwich Albion, who else is second to say? West Bromwich Albion. And Leeds, they're saying they don't see it's fair that they get promoted because they haven't finished the season yet. They're supposed to finish the season in terms of relegation. So I think that's the situation what's on our table.
I don't know how Norwich can complain because they've got no chance of getting out of it. It's just a bloody they're just hanging on to loopholes, aren't they? Fucking joke.
See, that's the thing about the whole situation is that I think the Premiership in terms of it's turned from prestige to money. in terms of like people want to be in it, not because of the fact the prestige of like being in there. They just want the TV money.
Yeah.
See, I think a lot of our players are going to be unfit, when they come back as well. There are a lot of players that are not very.
Well, to be fair, I mean, really, everything it should be like a new season when everyone comes back, because everyone that was injured, apart from really, really long-term injuries, everyone should be back fit.
What, including Harry Kane?
Well,
Yeah.
Go on, Claude, you say?
See, I think I don't know what's going to happen. I think if there's some decisions got, if they want to play on the 10th of June, like they said they were going to play, they're going to have to make a decision very soon.
Yeah. I think there was someone, Derwin, I think he said there's a meeting tomorrow. Someone else said there might be a meeting on Friday, so maybe sometime next week we might find out.
I tried to look for the story.
You know the conclusion I'm coming to, right?
The trouble you get, right, if you've got no relegation, the teams will be relaxed and they won't. It's very hot. They could just let anything can happen. They'd be too relaxed. I think there's got to be relegation. They can't be doing that. This
season is either going to be finished.
I think with the exception of top six, most of the Premiership clubs, including the relegated teams, don't want to come back at all. Like the top six clubs are probably the reason why the top six clubs want to come back is because they've got a chance of getting in the Champions League, and because of the TV money and the exposure that in terms of like the sponsorship. But clubs outside the top six, I'm not hearing or getting the feeling they want to come back. And even
what's
the top
happening
six
with the
clubs,
Champions League? Is the Champions League now scrapped?
No,
it's not. It's not. They've given a date until they want it to the final to be in the end of August.
I thought the Champions League was finished this season.
How can you travel?
No, not at all.
You can't travel, Ken.
Oh, that's the thing. That's something that we need to talk to UEFA about, because I know that and you know that. But UEFA, again, try telling UEFA that, because that's their biggest cash cow. UEFA are just probably as stubborn as probably like the Premier League in terms of like not knowing when to let go. They probably want everyone across Europe to go get to stadiums by horse.
If this season does not get finished on the pitch, it will get finished in the courts, just like what's happening in France and Holland. Just deal with it, guys. Empty stadiums. As people see the Bundesliga is doing this right, the Premier League says they're coming back the 12th to the 19th. That's the last story I saw. We just need to wait and be patient. But canceling this league, voiding this league, saying that the season ends where it ended, that's all going to wind up in court. Finish it on the pitch.
Commentary? What was that comment? Just come on.
You should be the Premier League chief executive. Alex has said, Terry, lads, Villa have two players that can't play. One has asthmatic. Don't know what the other player has.
Yeah, this is a problem. We're going to have a lot of this. And a lot of these teams are going to pull it, the fast one and say these sort of things, aren't they? Yeah.
Well, they're saying that Brighton.
It's a real mess now because everyone is going to play things up now. They're going to start playing things up now a bit.
But one thing about it is that the FA have made an intervention in terms of like they very much want the Premiership to like sit down to like finish their season. I think it's from a commercial point.
No, they didn't. They didn't say they wanted it to finish, Ken. They didn't say they wanted it to finish. What they said was, no matter what happens, what they decide is that there's got to be promotions and there's got to be relegations.
Oh yeah,
no
but you know that. Yeah, but don't you think the FA is saying that in terms of the fact of Wayne one here? If we lay down that stipulation, that means there's a chance of our competition, i.e. the showpiece, the FA Cup, i.e. the FA Cup quarterfinals and semi-finals and final, getting them played as well. Because I'm not hearing anything about the FA saying that they're looking to scrap their competition. So they clearly want those games done as well.
Well, I mean that's another kettle of fish and all. Chadwick Moffat, super chat here. Thanks very much for your contribution. He said, any of you guys apply for a job at Arsenal before? No.
No, I wouldn't work.
Thank God we haven't, eh? Thank God we haven't. We would have been furloughed.
I want to bring this comment up from John Day. He said 50 states and are governed individual. California is good compared to New York. Rural states are very, very low. Why punish the states with low rates?
That's
because at the end of the day, what it is, it's the same in England. You know, you've got London that was the epicenter, and everyone who lived in London who had second homes or wanted to go and visit caravan sites down in Cornwall, down in Kent, up north, everything like that. They was leaving London, didn't know they had the disease or the virus, and then they was travelling out to these places, and then that's how it spreads. So that is why.
Yeah.
We've got Drake in the house. How you doing, Drake? Should do end of June, in my opinion. Gives July for season to be finished and maybe August. Next season should start end of September. Pointless international breaks. Get them scrapped and we should be fine.
I'm on board with that, Jake.
I said that anyway. I've said, you know, obviously I think the season should be finished at the end of the day, but it's just, you know, how do you go about it with other leagues than that? That's the problem. If other leagues are cancelling their league or voiding it, whatever you want to do or say, you know what I mean? It's when's the Champions League going to start? You know what I mean? If we don't start until our next season, until September or October, does that mean we can't play in the Champions League then next season?
I think it's just the date that UEFA have given them in terms of competition. I think what they've done is UEFA's kind of sort of put themselves out in the front and said, look, we're going to give you as much time as you like to you know, finish your leagues. And they've got FIFA to sort of help them out as well. So what's happened is that it's all about, right, you take as long as you want, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure our flagship competitions get, like I said, get completed. And I think that's why they're giving all the leagues enough time to finish their leagues.
Yeah, I think we need to be patient and not so reactionary, because, you know, reactionary is what France did, canceling everything in April. Just give it a little bit more time, guys. Just be patient. Let's see how this plays out with the Bundesliga. You know, we're all getting crazy over assumptions.
Let Kenny answer that one. I ain't going to answer that.
Chadwick, mate.
Stan's in the house. Hope you're good, Stan. Chadwick with a super chat said, why is there a big poster of Fabregas at the Emirates?
Well,
I didn't know that.
I every year, my niece has a birthday party in the Emirates Stadium, and I always make sure I take my kids up there, and I try to get them to sort of rip it down. I shouldn't be saying it, but you know what's happening. You know what's happening is my eldest daughter's she's come up to about 6 foot, and she's 15, so she's probably tall enough to reach and rip it up. But I think what it is in terms of Cesc Fabregas is that, I don't know, there's still a school of thought that at Arsenal do see him as Mr. Arsenal because of the amount of times he's been at the football club. You know what I mean? But you know, I ask myself all the questions. You know, Cesc Fabregas is not is a fan of Cesc Fabregas. He ain't a fan of Arsenal. He's probably if he's a fan of it, it's Barcelona. But you know, he put his career first before everything else, and you've got to respect that. But I don't know why Cesc Fabregas feels the need to always explain himself, especially going on things like Arsblog or having a little chat with Thierry Reeves. Like, why do they need to do that? You know, you've got a career. We understand that. Don't just keep on trying to rewrite history. You've left. You moved on. You got your trophy with Chelsea. Fine, leave it. You know what I mean? I think that's the trouble with ex-players. You know, they don't know how to let go, do they?
And there we have it, boys. There we have it, boys. It's full time. Bayern Munich 2-0 winners. It wasn't all one-sided. Let's be honest. Union.
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Yeah.
I think the lack of quality at the front, up at the top for the opposition was a bit lacking, but not a bad game. And try and move on and march on. 3 points and march on. And
All right,
they're shaking hands, though.
I got to let my dogs out. I got to deal with other stuff. It was nice.
Don't talk about your wife like that, Glenn.
No, dogs was not code for my wife. No, I got it. What? This was fun. I feel like I'm hanging out in the bar with you guys when I do this.
The alarm ain't gone off yet, Ken.
No, it hasn't gone off, but my 3 dogs are staring at me 2 feet away from me. So that means they got to go out, and I don't feel like cleaning up poop. So take it easy, guys. I'll see you soon, okay? All right, bye-bye.
Mate, tomorrow night. All night.
Gio has put Claude. I feel the same about Pirlo, the traitor.
Pirlo. Oh, did he go to Juventus?
Yeah, I think he did, didn't he? Yeah.
See, that's the thing about it, is that when we look at players going from to their sort of not just their intercity rivals, their rivals. That seems to happen a lot in Italy. I've seen a lot of players leave AC Milan to go to Internazionale or Internazionale to Juventus, and you've seen you've seen it in Spain with players like Laudrup, like Enrique and Figo going from Madrid to Barcelona. We don't sort of see it much in England as such. It's like kind of frowned upon, but it seems like the foreign players tend to move from in this country tend to move from club to club. Although Nick Barmby did go from leave Everton to go to Liverpool, didn't he?
Yeah, same as Sol Campbell, didn't he?
Hold on, boys. I'm just going to go and walk the flag.
Yes, we don't talk about that much, do you?
I've got to go anyway. Claude. Go on, I'll wait until you come back anyway. But I need to go in a minute. But yeah, no, Sol Campbell didn't it? They did, didn't he? Who else did it? We've got George Graham, who did it in manager-wise, Arsenal to Tottenham.
No, he was at Leeds. He went from Leeds. He went to Tottenham from Leeds. But like David Bentley was with us for most of his career, his youth, and he went to Blackburn, and then from Blackburn he went to Tottenham. But I don't think any Arsenal fans cared. I know. Well, I didn't care anyway. Did you care when David Bentley went to Tottenham?
No, I didn't care. Do you care about Harry Kane and all? One of our own. You know Harry Kane, who played in our youth team, and then they fobbed him off to Millwall. They fobbed him off to Millwall, and they was just about to sell him to Millwall before he come good.
But I think with Harry Kane, the situation is that he was an Arsenal junior, and I ain't gonna lie. The only time I knew he played for Arsenal was when after he made it at Tottenham, and Arsenal fans started showing pictures of him in a red shirt.
Yeah,
so that's how I knew. That's how I kind of knew Harry Kane was an Arsenal junior. But then again, Jamie O'Hara was with Arsenal.
Yeah,
and then if you ever, do you remember a player called Stuart Nethercott?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stuart Nethercott is Arsenal through and through. He's an Arsenal junior, but didn't go through. He went to Tottenham. So, and John Pratt, who played for Spurs in the 60s and 70s, he's Arsenal through and through. So, it's one of those things. And you've got Mickey Droy, Arsenal fan, played with Chelsea. Ron Harris, we used to go Arsenal from Hackney. Boy went to Arsenal, went to Chelsea. We missed out on quite a few players. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, exactly. Listen, I don't know if you two are going to carry on, but I need to go now. I need to have my dinner before I have to go to work tonight. So, unfortunately, I need to go now.
Be safe. Make sure you're safe. Like I said, come back in one piece.
I hope so, mate.
Take care. So, just tell before you go. Tell what's coming up tomorrow.
Tomorrow night at 7:00, we've got our review the Premier League podcast. We've got someone from Sheffield United coming on. We've got someone from Everton, and we've got someone from Wolves who will be on, giving us their opinions on what's going on with the situation we're in now, what's happening at their clubs, transfers, and whatever else we can fit in while we introduce our representation of other people from other clubs. So look out for that one. It'll be advertised in about an hour's time once I've had my dinner. That'll be 7:00 tomorrow night. And don't forget, you can still go and download Op Mic. We'll be on Op Mic tomorrow too. from App Store and Google Store. Use our code. Go and put our code in CBS301, and you'll be able to sync that up with your TV and use our commentary, because we'll be doing UFC live watch-alongs, boxing watch-alongs, and especially Arsenal and the Premiership when it does eventually come back, when it's all safe. So please do that, and don't forget to like and share, because without that, that would help us, our channel, move forward. So, but I just want to say thank you to everyone in the comments, and Kenny, thanks for coming on, mate. Appreciate it.
Can you stay behind? Stay behind for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'll stay behind for another 10 minutes. Terry, can you do me a favour?
Yeah, go on, Ken.
Right. I heard your missus makes nice sort of potatoes in duck fat. So you can save me some potatoes and duck fat and a bit of beef as well. I'll be much happier. I'll love you even more.
Listen, what I'll do is I'll send you a little picture in a minute once I've got it on the table, mate.
So it's potatoes in duck fat then? Roast potatoes in duck fat?
Yeah, roast potatoes in duck fat. It's got to be done.
Is that through the Witherspoons thing you do?
Oh yeah. All I do is I put it on me little app and tell them what I want, and it just turns up. It's really good, that app.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Thank you.
You're a lucky man to have a missus like that, I'll tell you. You're very lucky. All right. Take care, everyone. Oh, wait a minute. All right, so I'll speak to you tomorrow then, mate.
All right, see you later on. Speak to you later on. Thank you very much. Speak to you later.
Anyway, so Kenny, to wrap up, comfortable, not comfortable, but hard-fought win there for Bayern. I just think the other team, they were a bit short up front. They didn't have much up front. And when you don't take your chances, you especially against Bayern Munich, you are going to pay the price. But they got off to a winning start and on their way to another title, I would think. They look. If you look at the quality of the team as well, right through the team, man, they've got amazing strength right through the team there.
I think with Bayern, one of the things is that we know Bayern are very strong in that. I think they just lack that tiny bit of quality to get over the line in the Champions League. Because I think with Bayern, they're used to playing. The only time you think that Bayern are going to get teams that actually can come to their ground and beat them home, or just beat them home and away, is Dortmund and Leipzig probably. But apart from that, it's in Europe. I think it's the biggest test for Bayern, and I think a lot of managers, very good managers, have lost their job at with Bayern Munich because they can't get over the line with Champions League. I mean, Guardiola, as great as he was, still is. It was one of his best score in terms of Champions League success, the semi-finals. So it's probably that's going to be the sort of holy grail for Brian.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Anyway, I was watching the game there. It was an enjoyable game. Better than the other game the other day. Wasn't very good. The other game.
Do you think that Schalke was kind of overruled with the sort of attacking strength of that Dortmund had on show?
It just too much of a stroll, really, for Dortmund. And wasn't they? I don't think Dortmund were at full pelt either. It was just that not one of the games. Not a very good game to watch, to be honest with you. But better game today, and I'm sure it's going to get better. And I can't wait. I mean, I say I want to see the Premier League back. But I'm not sure how I'm going to. I might, once it's back, I might enjoy it behind closed doors. Who knows?
One thing I ain't going to forewarn you about, obviously, you know that, obviously, you've watched the game a lot longer than me. The quality of football you're going to see in the first couple of weeks is not going to be at the highest standards. It's not going to be a great quality.
Oh, we're used to that anyway, Kenny. We're used to it, Kenny.
Definitely, but I think what I'm more talking about watching Arsenal play and the other top games as well. There is going to be sort of concerns with the lack of quality. You think about it, it's probably a good that Liverpool are probably 25 points in front. Can you imagine it if it was like 2 or 3 points between themselves and Man City, and we have this sort of situation where they're fighting for the league, they're going to the City and Manchester Stadium, no crowds, and you got this sort of like, I see what you mean, that sort of intensity that you're feeling because you're getting the energy you're getting from the crowds. I suppose that's what you're missing. Because remember, Liverpool got to play Man City as well.
Yeah. That's another game. You're right about that. Yeah, but that's now. I think it's Liverpool is just a matter of time in the
stadium as well.
I think they're 2 wins away. Are they, Liverpool? 2 wins away.
Yeah, they're 2 wins away. But if you look at there's other games for Champions League qualifications, isn't there? Like, Man City Man United have got to go and play Spurs at the Spurs Stadium.
Oh, right. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. There's still a lot to play for. Kenny, stick behind while I'm going to close the show up, but stick behind. I just want to have a little chat with you. Thank you, everyone in the chat today. Thank you for your patience. Hope you enjoyed the show. It's always enjoyable especially when Kenny and Glenn are on together. That's even better. Great value for money. And remember, it's all free. It's all free. No pay. You don't pay to watch me, or you don't pay to watch Kenny. You don't pay, and we give you entertainment. I hope we give you entertainment. Anyway, take care, everyone. Have a lovely. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, with another great show. Take care, everyone.